Shit crazy right now, man.
This shit don't stop, Carl.
Nigga. I was talking to moms about Kiki and shit. She put me.
Mike's hot.
Oh, my fault. Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, but shit, she put me on to the the whole post-stroke situation. Help hit me up with that, and so we could get him right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we Gucci though. God is good. He ever show you the video when the truck hit him?
Nah, it's a video of it.
Got a video. Surveillance. The little store he was next to. Crazy.
That shit crazy.
Some nigga that's some the way that the fact that he got up from that nigga built different.
Yeah, that nigga always been shit, man. You know what I mean? I can't imagine. Sometimes I think about Key, man, and I'll be just thinking, like, coming up at a time where people were a bit, bigoted towards, like, albinos. I don't know if that's the right terminology.
But there's definitely
him having to prove so much shit, you know what I mean? And him having to go beyond to demand respect.
Just to get a little basis of respect. Yeah.
Just the basis of it. And I don't know. I've always had this really healthy respect for Key. You know what I mean? For Kiki. Like, I get it.
Right.
I get it.
Right. To do what he did under the circumstances is crazy. To do what he did, period, is crazy. Then under the circumstances, just add a whole nother layer to it. It's just like, nigga.
Yeah. I was talking to my young homie Cliff. Cliff grew up in the West Side Power Rules. He ain't a gang member, but cool little dude. I've been knowing him. He got to be a good 10 years under me. He got to be 10 years my junior, you know what I mean? Like, he's young. He got to probably be 30. Maybe he might be 40 now. He might be a little, because when I met him, he was young, but I was grown. But he might be about 39, 40, maybe pushing it. But I was telling him, because I was thinking about the conversations we've been having at the lunch tables, the lunch table, and we was talking about game, and I was like, I was expressing to him, like, how do you rationalize something to somebody like in game, right, that really is telling you this is what I'm on. Like, I'm on what I'm on for shit that benefit me, right? And he's telling you that, but then he's not telling the public that. And Cliff said something to me that blew me away. He said, man, you got to think you have a unique perspective of being on the inside of things, right? You notice them from the inside because you have a firsthand view.
Right.
And part of that is true because, like, even when we talk about everything with game, I have a firsthand view, obviously, because I know game.
Right.
Or like I know Drake, right? I met him, I seen him in Crossing, we didn't politic, we didn't talk. So I could describe who this person is to the T because they ain't evolved into another person. Not saying they can't become nobody else, but I know exactly what it is. Like, I know Dot. Like, I don't have to talk to Dot every day. I know who he is. Now, there's things about him that can change, but the core of who he is ain't gonna change. You know what I mean? Money just allow you to be the motherfucker you want to be.
Right.
But he said something to me specific where he was saying, like, my view, but I realized my name Glasses, right, as it started as a joke, right? It was like I lost my glasses, and then Glasses Loke became my name from the set. Then you start fighting, shooting at people, getting shot at, going to jail, not telling, being accountable for all of your behavior. standing up for yourself, and then it starts to carry some level of reputation and respect.
Right.
But it started off as one thing, but if you really believe in God to any degree, like, everything is planned, my name being Glasses also means a little bit more. Like, my perspective, how I see things, I see them, I almost could look straight through it. So outside of the perspective of or having a firsthand view of what's happening, I can see right through what's happening if I'm staring at it. Like, since a kid, I could see a magic trick a million miles away. Like, when I saw Michael Jackson moving a certain way, I could see that it was somebody else. Like, I could see without even knowing.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I think that made it hard for me to develop jealousy or envy. You know what I mean? It made it hard for me to develop that because I felt like, people did things and things happened for them because this is their path and journey. And if I took that same path and journey, I would do the same thing. So then it becomes, do you want to take that same path and journey? So I could always see the journey that goes before it. So I could never feel like, oh man, that should be me, because I could always see that they did something completely different than me.
Right.
So he was saying something to me, and he was saying, man, G, like, you have a firsthand view, but I was somewhat complaining to him about, like, damn, the worst feeling in the world is to have your peers respect, but the people that respect your peers don't know what makes you great. Right? Like,
crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, a person that loves Kendrick or loves Drake won't know why they respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right? You become like I've been a standard for my peers for a long time. Like, it's peers to me that's doing better, but then behavior and integrity becomes a standard. Just how I carry myself, and I noticed it. I noticed it with certain people, even if they don't say it. Like, I notice it, but with it comes sacrifice. And he was saying, like, he asked me, he's like, man, well, what stops you from just taking the same route? Like, right, if you see that you could politic yourself into this situation and you could get something out of it, what stops you? And I'm like, man, God stops me. Like, right, it's like something about it won't sit right with my spirit. Like, it just won't work out for me. And he was just saying how he was like, well, at that point, like, you are forced to stay pure, and then everything that you're doing, you're breeding a true culture, that's conflicting everything that's going on through pop, right? And I was like, yeah, but I say all that to say, it reminds me of you into theology at all? Like, I know we all believe in God. I think most of us, for the most part, follow Jesus Christ teachings and different teachings.
Yeah.
But do you understand how Christianity, not Jesus Christ's teaching, became a thing, but
Christianity got its thing. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you understand how Christianity became a thing?
Right. Yeah.
Christianity became a thing
because Jesus wasn't even trying to have that situation.
I don't know if he was trying to have a situation.
He wasn't trying to have followers like that. He was just trying to really empower and lead and build leaders, really.
Yeah, I don't think you look for people to follow you.
Right. Exactly.
I think you just live your life a certain way.
Right.
And people kind of see it's a healthy level of respect in what's happening.
Right. Right.
I don't quite know if it was but that's not the point. Before we get it right, so the Council of Nicaea was like, I like to call it the greatest marketing meeting of all time, right? Because this is how they framed the religion that is Christianity.
Right.
This became the discipline, the practices, the roadmap to this discipline and how to obtain, the greatest life.
Right.
But as they're planning it, they had it was a few week long meeting called the Council of Nicaea. And there was one priest there. His name was Priest Aras. Right? And Priest Aras is is probably responsible for the first large mass following of Jesus Christ. Right? And he's a guy from Africa. I think he was from Libya, somewhere in Northern Africa. Don't worry about the country. The country is not important, but he was from Northern Africa. Priest Aras. And he was obviously invited to the meeting in Nicaea. Right? And he was invited to the Council of Nicaea. So as they started to kind of conduct how they wanted to shape Christianity, like, right, the discipline, Priest Aras had ideas that were initially, that were the initial ideas. And even though he had this mass following, whatever he thought, right, again, what he was teaching was not as important as much as everybody coming together and saying, we not fucking with what you trying to do. That's not the correct way to build the mass following. We don't believe in it, right? That became the idea. We believe something different. And it didn't matter how many facts he proved for his theory, and him being an initial organizer of the first mass following of Christ. That wasn't even important. It didn't matter how pure he saw it. It was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And they end up booting him from the meeting, from the what do you call it when you go on a job and they have it like they booted him from the convention.
Word. Christ.
They were like, you gotta go. And his teachings were shamed.
That's whack.
Right? They was like, man, fuck him. And they cast a negative energy over everything he was doing because he didn't go with the direction they said it should go through. And when he was speaking to me, it made me think like, damn, that's kind of what I feel like a lot of times. Right? Like, damn, I feel like I'm trying to teach this pure level of, you know, excellence, whether it's hip hop, you know, street urban culture, like, right? I'm trying to purify it so the people that this great invention was here for will be able to keep it for generations to come. Right? I was like, damn, this is what I want to do. But I realized it's not about me. And I think Priest Aras went wrong by trying to go teach, hey, you know what I'm doing, I would like this to be taught to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like if Priest Aras would have kept doing this thing and been like, fuck that shit they doing over there, he still would be building his thing. And to me, that's the only way for somebody to build something out like that. To me, that's where I'm at with hip hop. Like I was explaining that to Trap. I'm like, yo, I don't want to share a space with a bunch of people that I genuinely feel don't give a fuck about what it is we're trying to preserve. Does that make sense? Like,
make perfect sense.
Yeah.
Can we kind
not
of
even for the sake
superpowers
of entertainment.
Yeah. Right.
You can hear me?
You know what I mean? Not even for the sake of entertainment. Like, I saw something today where I saw a bank. It was Ray. It was some cat from no, hold on.
Can you hear me?
It was some cat. That's probably us. It was some cat from Dallas, Texas. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool, guy.
It was some cat from Dallas, Texas, and they were talking. And in the conversation, the cat, I sent it to Trap and Coach, and I said, and the dude was trying to convince. So there's two things. There was one thing where Bank, shout out to Bank, but Bank said, Danny is a good guy, but 6ix9ine is a snitch.
Come on, yo. Come on.
Crazy.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then
when that nigga got on the stand, that nigga was not 6ix9ine when he got on that stand. It
Come
was
on.
motherfucking Daniel Hernandez.
If
On
anything,
that
both
shit.
of them snitched. Like,
Yeah, come on now, bro.
how we gonna exonerate one? But that's weird.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And then
Niggas just find it anyway.
Anyway, nigga.
another dude, this dude from Texas, did a
That's
conversation,
crazy.
and he was with Bank and he was with Ray, and
Yeah, man.
they were saying like New York is so cutthroat,
Yeah, that was crazy.
right?
Yeah, let's get to that.
That was crazy.
Let's
like
get
that's
to
the
that.
excuse.
It's not much to get through, right?
Come on.
Even the thought of it, right? New York is cutthroat. And then they started to dialogue about how it was right for him to tell because of what he felt was betrayal, what he felt was, unloyal, whatever it was.
Crazy.
And Ray kind of came back and said the same thing.
The
Well,
lamest shit in the
man
world,
and the
dude.
Italian and
Lamest shit in the world. Yeah.
so
Yeah, if it was Italian in the mob,
as
he
I'm
would tell them
watching
to,
conversations happen,
do the same thing. That's crazy.
I don't have no business sitting down with people that think like that.
I could call him out from a block away, B. I'm gonna tell you. This nigga's fucking corny, B.
Yeah, that was
You know what I'm
wild.
saying? I don't like
Wild
that
take.
nigga.
I don't know. I don't know
Wild
if it's
take.
about corny. Like I can do
No,
corny.
I just mean the texture, B. I just mean the texture. It ain't gotta be corny. It ain't the same texture, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that.
I can do
That's what I
corny.
mean.
I can
Yeah, I can do corny too. I can do corny too all day.
What I'm not liking is either there's a level of ignorance in front of the microphone or in front of the camera with the
Not being
microphone in front of them, or you're genuinely just misleading people about
That
what's
part.
happening.
Like really.
Either way, right? Somebody that is rooted in trying to remain pure probably shouldn't be co-opted by that space at this point. Because even as a hip-hop artist, Sega, like when we talking about street urban culture, like I'm like a fucking surgeon. I'm like specifically like a
Right.
orthopedic specialist at the highest levels of when we talking about street urban culture. Like I'm a chiropractor's, I'm a specialist. So like when we talking about Los Angeles street urban culture,
Niggas been
like,
living it. Yeah.
a lot of niggas are general practitioners. If that makes sense. A lot of niggas is a general practitioner. It's like I complain about with content creators today, right? Where it's a guy that knows this much about boxing, but he's a content creator in the boxing space and he has a mass following. Right? Mass following. Because the person listening to him knows even less.
I think a lot of time that goes down to like somebody like bringing it back to hip hop is like somebody that studied hip hop and somebody that is hip hop or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can study it all day. You know what I'm saying? You can study many different cultures and stuff like that. But if you ain't actually that culture though. You know what I'm saying? But you studied it.
But I'm saying even people that studying it would be different.
Mm-hmm. It'd be different than okay.
Then because there's people I think there's a ton of people that are gangbangers know the first thing about gangbanging. Like the average gang member from that neighborhood can't tell you who started that neighborhood. They can't tell you the first 2-3 niggas that started. They can't tell you the year it started. They can't tell you nothing about it. It was inherently theirs. Right? Versus somebody who's studying exactly how this thing came to be. Like I would challenge every gang member, study the history of your neighborhood. I would challenge every American to study the history of the land that you claim. I would challenge everybody to study. Like I know who started Watts. I know who started the Richland Farms. The two places I grew up in Los Angeles, like in Compton and Watts. I know who started my neighborhood. I know what year my neighborhood started. I know why my neighborhood started. I know why the Richland Farms is the Richland Farms in Compton. I know that man came and bought property in Rialto, and then at that point, that means the father of the Richland Farms in Compton right? Compton and Rialto are sisters because they have the same father.
Mm.
Right? Things that I care about, I tend to learn about. I don't just say I love something and then I don't learn about it. I learn about it. And I think what's happening is we're witnessing a lot of people that lust something, right? They in it for the nut. They're not in it for the actual entity itself.
Facts.
They'll talk about something else tomorrow. So even with street urban culture, right, where it's a thing that's for some reason only with black people in America is frowned upon. Because the Italian people, they opened up a casino to celebrate their street urban culture.
Facts.
White people made a line of movies that are revered called Westerns.
And the Indy 500.
We celebrate Al Capone. Right now, the average couple think they like Bonnie and Clyde because people don't even realize Bonnie and Clyde were serial killers.
Right.
On the run and died at the end. Right? People not studying nothing. So then they talking as if they know, but they know this much more than the person listening to them. Right? So they're like a general practitioner versus if you're listening to me about Los Angeles street urban culture, you like down a well. You down a well, like you a well, like I could tell you how 60 started. I could tell you how A Trey started. I could tell you what gangbang is about. I could tell you exactly what happened in the emotions that went through Orlando Anderson's head as he came into conflict with Tupac Shakur because I lived it and I studied exactly all of the things I felt. And then I go ask questions about the things I want to talk about even further. So when he was saying that, I had to realize how right Cliff was about my positioning. My positioning. And it goes back to the conversation we was having Saturday about keeping where I'm starting to feel like my spirit is kicking shit away. Like, you know what? If I gotta have this conversation right here, I have no business talking to you. Like if I have to argue with you about Drake being hip hop, I shouldn't talk to you.
You gotta kind of put something on it though. Like you can't just like because you're leaving parts out of this whole situation though that happened.
It's not.
That's why I gotta put that out. I gotta put it out though.
What do you leave out, Sharp? What do you leave out?
No.
There is no part to leave out.
It was a conversation that happened.
That's not the conversation though. That's the point.
All right. You want to tell them what happened?
There is nothing. The same thing that keep happening.
How does it keep happening? This is the first time it happened.
How?
It wasn't with me. It wasn't with me. The first time it wasn't with me.
But it's not with anybody. It's not with anybody, right? It's not about one specific person. It's about logics versus emotions. When people do things to personally hold on to something versus what's the greater good for the thing itself.
So where the logic and emotions fit into within what you're talking about upon a situation that happened?
Well, there is no situation that happened. It's the consistent theme of it all. I shouldn't be. If somebody is trying to explain to me why 6ix9ine should.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought
like why we even talking? Yeah.
Thing, though.
Same thing.
Right
if we have to keep talking about why Drake is not hip hop, I shouldn't be talking to you.
No, because I think that at times when you're a messenger of something, though, you gotta continuously keep speaking that same message until everybody understands what you're saying is actually, you know what I'm saying, and it has some meaning and facts to it though, like that.
Well, I think we're past facts. I don't even think it's about facts anymore. I think it's about personal desires, like game. It's about his personal conquest.
Right. So if they doing what they do.
It don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like the only personal challenge publicly is just because of personal gain.
Yeah.
It's not because this is a real conversation about what's the best thing for the purity of the idea.
Right.
It's about what's best for the person.
Man.
So it's like in that situation, right? Like I fuck with Ray. But if like I call Ray because I'm gonna have one conversation with Ray about this. One. I'm gonna have one conversation with Ray about this.
That was a crazy
one conversation. Maybe you ignorant on snitching. Maybe you being disingenuous. But I think it's a very dangerous thing to convince people, right, to not be accountable.
Right. Very, very
Now,
dangerous.
again, this is a different conversation if 6ix9ine goes to the police and reports a crime that happened to him. We can have that conversation. I don't mind it. But to keep acting like he went to the police because somebody robbed him, he did not go to the police.
Right.
He didn't. That's not what happened. He got in trouble for his own crimes. And then to avoid accountability for the things that he did, he told on other people. That's what makes it different.
Big difference.
Now, again, we could talk about his connection to the streets. Maybe if he goes to the police and reports them. It's a reason he didn't go to the police. If that was the case, he could have went to the police when they was disloyal. But to avoid accountability for his crime, he told the police on other people's crime. And then now he's framing it to a bunch of stupid motherfucking niggas, right? Oh, well, I told because them niggas. No, bitch, you would have told when it happened. You didn't go to the police.
Right, when the first time they took your bitch down, the first time they took your bag, you ain't go. You went completely after the fact.
So it's like to watch people kind of get in that space and lie or be ignorant, but speak with that type of, resolve.
Man.
Oh, man. So now you're pushing it out to people that this is acceptable behavior.
Yep.
And under no circumstances should this be acceptable behavior.
Well, they smashed his girl. They took his money. Shoot, I would have did it too.
No.
Like, niggas.
That shit is crazy.
Crazy. Like, nigga, you put
yourself
in this situation.
Low key, he knew niggas was smashing this girl way before that shit even happened, yo.
And
my thing is not about if somebody is smashing a girl. If you did something to them, if you took their life over that, I get it. But again, you didn't tell because they were smashing your girl. Exactly. It has the misrepresentation of the term loyalty has something to do with he needed to be loyal. No, he needed to be accountable himself.
For his actions. That's it.
Again, we're not arguing if he went to the police because he got robbed. The thing that happened that eliminates all conversation is you didn't tell until the police said you're going to get in trouble for this.
Yep.
That is part. A different conversation than the one that they're having.
That part.
They're having a conversation that's resolved around he went to the police because somebody did something to him. No, the truth is he didn't go to the police. When the police said, hey, man, you using these people to commit crimes, you paying them to shoot at these people, you got them doing this, you did this, you did this. You told to avoid the accountability for the people you hired to commit crimes.
That part. That part.
Yep.
So it's one thing to sit at the lunch hour, at the lunch table, and then people saying stuff at the lunch table. Right? It's one thing to listen to people at the lunch table, right? Say things. It's another thing for me to share a space publicly with somebody that's acting like they don't get what I'm saying. Because one way or another, if you're not into this, it's going to show. It's going to show. I'm not trying to win an argument. And I think that's the problem that people keep jumping online. They want to win arguments. Right. I'm not trying to win an argument. Like, we're sharing something that I'm vested in. Like, when you go back to delivering mail on Monday, I'm going to still be doing this right here. Researching and reading about what's happening with hip hop, trying to get on the phone with Chuck D to learn more, trying to get with this person, working on records, studying music. While you delivering mail, that's what I'm doing.
Real shit.
While you go to work, you feel me, and you filing those people taxes and shit, whatever y'all do at your job, I'm talking to my older homies. I'm talking to Kev Mac about the history. I'm talking to Alex Alonso about the history. I'm getting on the phone with older niggas. I'm bringing older niggas to talk to them about how was their experience, what happened here. Like I'm vested in what we're talking about to a different degree. I'm more vested in gangbanging and well, the negative connotation gangbanging, but I'm more vested in our street urban culture. Like I'm like more vested than Scorsese was in mafia lifestyle.
Think so?
Straight up.
It's my life and I live it and I study it.
You gotta make a movie.
Again, it depends, right? Because what does the journey become at that point? Does the journey become
You taking the documentation down?
Am I trying to convince the masses of something that, like, remember, I would be bringing the masses from, let's say, street urban culture, the whole thing is a 10. Let's say the general public is at a 0. Let's say the average rapper is at a 2. Let's say the best rappers are at a 6. Is that, you get what I'm saying? Like, am I really trying to teach 0, 10? Because I don't know how to talk from 2 and 4.
What you gonna say to niggas?
You know what I mean? It's like a university professor trying to teach a preschooler.
I was thinking that.
But I'm saying,
you don't think a kindergarten teacher could teach the same way if they were teaching 12th grade?
Hell no. Hell no. If you
they went to school the same way.
Yeah, but then the basic studies was so long ago.
You just get so used to teaching that.
Like I got a full doctorates in this cribbing.
You got to talk to people that understand, because otherwise
they got to start at high school.
They got to start understanding already, because otherwise
that's
you
why
got to
I'm
go
at with
way
hip-hop.
far
like,
back
I couldn't
just
teach
to
a
connect.
person that don't know the first thing about hip hop.
I could.
Because at that point, maybe you've lived it and studied it to a level to where you feel comfortable. We would start so far where I'm at, it's scary. Like even when I'm trying to convey it, it took me years to convey to G Perico why he needed to get a lowrider. It took me years to convince him why he needed to get a lowrider and why it would matter. It took me 2 months. It took me 2 months. It took me a day. It took me maybe an hour to explain it to Kendrick, and here we are. Because he was way ahead of the curve. And it was like, so I'm conveying something to him, and he's like a scholar. Perico is a scholar in the culture, but then the artistic expression, trying to explain to him why a 6'4" matters more than a Benz. It took me years. He just got a '63 Impala.
Crazy.
You know why I feel like I could do it? Why I feel like I do it though? Or I've done did it? Because I got kids though too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like teaching them hip hop was like I had to teach them from the beginning. Like this what it is, like that. You know what I'm saying?
But you got kind of a clean slate with them though.
Yeah, it's a clean slate. They had no pollution in their mind. I saw them with a blank canvas. You know what I'm
Imagine
saying?
your kids trying to argue with you about hip hop.
They can't do that. They can't do that. It gotta be crazy.
Like, no, Dad, because Drake said
6ix9ine 6ix9ine said this. What? That's the argument I'm having with niggas. And it's like, even about street urban culture, it's like we start talking about how we live, we having this conversation, and I'm like, bro, like, why they keep talking about what happened to him? What does that have to do with the police arresting him for crimes and him telling on their crimes to avoid accountability for his crimes? What would that have to do with loyalty?
That shit all just goes back to what I be saying about that shit all the time. Be with you. I'm just not. I gotta try to figure out if somebody's qualified for me to have this conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? To be sitting down and just talking about, you know, the qualifications ain't enough up there, enough to be talking about this type of shit with you. That's why I sway away from that early. Like I don't even like doing that shit at all.
But again, even talking to you about it is different, right? So having these conversations with people, to me, like some people, I got to remember that what some people want is different. Like the version of game that I know is different than the version of game that you know. Purpose, because that's on purpose. It's not like we know two different people because by accident. We know two different people because it's on purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, like why don't these people see this obvious thing that this person is this? And it's like, oh, he's not showing them the person that he's showing me. Or he's not showing the person that I see. Like I went through the same thing with like Kendrick. I'm like, yo, like this nigga is not like a good kid. Like, and you arguing with fans, and I'm like, bro, this nigga is some bullshit. Bro, this nigga's a real, like, he a gang member. He like no different than the rest of us. Like,
right.
The fuck y'all talking about? And then everybody's arguing, and I'm like,
trying to explain to niggas, and niggas don't get it.
I'm trying my best to explain it to people.
Niggas acting surprised, like Kendrick did. You like, bruh.
And I'm like,
this nigga's a monster, bro.
What do y'all see?
That's why the nigga lost like so bad. He thought y'all niggas had shit fucked up.
And this nigga don't like, but the person to me, like he's presenting, like Kendrick is presenting it in a very, I guess, artsy way or something. I don't know, but somehow I'm like, how don't y'all obviously see this nigga is crazy? Like, you know what I mean? This nigga's on all the bullshit.
Man.
So when he became all the bullshit, it was like, niggas didn't know, you know, he got his first, to me, his real first hate wave because people met the real him.
Right.
So now he's experienced his greatest hate wave, but he's also experiencing his greatest success. The polarity of it all is a night and day different. You need a level of negativity to go with the positivity to create power. That's how polarity works. That's how,
facts.
You know what I mean? The charge works. So he does have the most amount of haters because people was like, oh, this nigga is a maniac. Right? And I didn't know that. So I remember telling people, I was like, yeah, that shit, I remember as the shit was happening, I'm like, yeah, that shit gonna be bad. I was telling people, I was telling Dragon people, that's gonna be bad. Y'all shouldn't do that. This nigga's fucked up. Like, he a fucked up nigga, bro. Like, he ain't, like, I don't know why y'all keep thinking cuz it's cool and all that, man. I'm telling you, cuz this nigga's on some bullshit, bro. He going to go all the way there to win the fight, cuz he not gonna not, you know what I mean? If you won the fight, cuz your whole face gonna be peeled off, cuz you going to the hospital too. This how he do his thing, because you're going to the hospital with, because he like
get ugly, nigga.
He not finna stop. You know what I mean? I'm like, so when people, you know, now that they surprised, just like with Game, I told everybody what Game was going to do from the beginning. I said, man, he gonna keep riding this because it's keep putting him in the public eye. He gonna keep riding this. He gonna ride it right on the line too.
All the way.
He gonna do everything short of saying, fuck this nigga, because he ain't gonna never say fuck this nigga. Because none of us is nobody gonna give him enough energy to make him seem justified in it. So he would have to be like that. So I just was thinking, it's like, so you cultivating something, right? And then I have to keep it pure. I had to keep it pure. I have to keep it pure, dog. Because if I don't keep it pure, feel me, then it's gonna be tainted.
Right.
It's gonna be tainted. And I don't want it to be tainted.
I mean, you think it gotta get tainted in order to be like industrialized? Like that's the whole process. And most cats is like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna go industry with it. I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
I said this on this stream, when we first started. The average person takes the route of McDonald's.
Right.
Right? Like, if you look at what Bank is saying, you know what I mean? What if you look at what Bank is saying, what Ray Daniels is saying, they start off, all of these people start off as a pure burger spot.
Right.
Right? No different than Norm and Mac, the guys who created McDonald's, the brothers that made McDonald's, San Bernardino. That's a West Coast product too. McDonald's is a West Coast product.
Crazy.
So they started McDonald's, and it was done with a different attitude. It was like, I know everybody got a lot to do, so we're going to make your food fast here, and we're going to make it to where you don't have to have a plate and knife and fork. Their thing was to benefit the public. That was their business. How can I make the public's life easier?
Right.
Right? And they created an idea where people could come get a meal. It didn't take them 30 minutes. Like, you know, you go into a diner where they come sit the plate on your car, knife and spoon and all that. No, they had everything in a plastic wrapper. Fast food is important because it's not just cooked fast. It's the true product is actually you could throw it away. That's part of the fast food experience. Does that make sense? Like before that, you would have to go to a diner in your car and they had to come set a tray on it, and you have to wait on it, and then you eat with a knife and fork and plate and all that. Then you got to sit it. Somebody got to come take it down. It made the process of eating out, you know what I mean? It was a tedious process.
Right.
McDonald's created this express process.
Right.
Is the door open?
You eat the
McDonald's created this express process.
Right.
And in this express process, right, you eat it and you throw the wrapper away.
Got your napkins right there, bag, everything.
Everything. Trash, boom, gone.
Facts.
Right? Boom, trash gone, everything. Boom. So when Ray Kroc took it over, okay.
What up,
when
Coach?
Ray Kroc took it over, what up? When Ray Kroc took it over, right? When Ray Kroc took it over, it changed the dynamics because Ray Kroc, the customer wasn't the most important thing. The business became the most important thing, right? So if you watch a movie like The Founders on Netflix and they talk about it and they was like, they went away. One of the first things you notice is they went away from putting ice cream in a milkshake, and he got powder milkshake packets. That's what I'm watching with a lot of people that are streaming or doing podcasts. They start off with this McDonald's idea, right? They start off with this McDonald's idea, and they end up becoming Ray Kroc's version of McDonald's, to where they start compromising. They start compromising out of the belief that this is the best way to feed my family, feel me, to get to this. And that's what Ray Kroc whole business thing. Fuck the customer. What's the fastest way to get to the dollar? How can I expand the dollar? How can I make more dollars? That's what these niggas is doing. They getting in front of the screen. It's like for somebody that has that type of street urban cultural presence to sit down with 6ix9ine because 6ix9ine paid him is completely like making powder milkshakes when milkshakes were made with ice cream.
Facts. Then you call it the real milkshake.
No Ceilings Live, lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. Hopefully you having a good day at work. Got something good to feed your stomach. Let us feed your mind. That good soul food for thought. Right here on YouTube, man. You know what I mean? Go on, like this. Double tap it. Like it. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. New podcast just dropped, Conversations with a Toronto Rapper. Go check it out. Figure like this was the perfect week. I don't know why, but it seemed like a good idea to have a conversation with a Toronto rapper. So make sure y'all go check it out. It's a dope episode. Shout out to Stylo. Really, really, really interesting dude. I like the conversation a lot. Yeah, but you can check out that conversation with a Toronto rapper on the No Ceilings podcast, on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. What was our sponsor, Sega?
Millsbymanny.com.
MANNIE.com.
Yeah, that.
For the 2027, if you want to lose weight, gain weight, or you just don't feel like cooking, hit up Meals by Manny.
Yeah, that.
Let Manny get your meals right. If you want to cook your own food, grab some of that Hood Fire Seasoning.
Fire Seasonings. Throw a little bit of that on your
MANNIE.com, millsbymanny.com, man. Tap in.
Soul Bowl's going
so
up.
to me, that becomes the compromise. Turn that thermostat down to like 73.
I got you.
Right there. That becomes the compromise. Watching people trying to rationalize decisions for money. Because if you wouldn't do it for free, why do it for money?
Man.
Right? So to your point, Sega, because I didn't lose track of your point. Forgive me for that long-winded
you Gucci.
trying to get there. The truth is, I believe the mistake Priest Aras made was thought he was going the thought Priest Aras thinking that he was going to convince this council to go away from what they saying. Like, I'm not trying to convince people at this point. Right. I haven't been trying to convince people at this point of, let's say, if Drake is hip hop. I told you that. I'm not going to argue with you about that.
Ample evidence. Not even, you ain't had to convince. There's ample evidence.
Yeah, and here are the facts. This is why. Even out his own mouth.
Even out his own mouth.
I'm not running a campaign to convince. I'm not going to get billboards that say this shit. I'm not going to the hip hop convention to tell you niggas who is and what ain't. I said what I said.
Right. Right.
I said what I said. So that's just where I'm at. And I was saying this to Trap and Lex on Gatekeepers. I'm like, bro, like, it don't make sense for me to have this debate. I wouldn't share a space with nobody of respected nature trying to convince me that Drake is hip hop.
Especially when they hell bent on misunderstanding you. They hell bent on, perverting your narrative like they did. What's buddy name? Aras?
Yeah.
Aras. And then you give them the opportunity to pervert your narrative.
And then they go out.
They go out
to the public.
And go to the public and run it up.
They go out to the public and that's the goal, to devalue you. So like when Banks sits down with Tekashi, that devalues him. Now, don't get me wrong, it definitely will raise his profile. More people will know he exists. Sure. But culturally, you start to kind of find yourself in a position. The truth is, he's not completely wrong about how he's proceeding. People forget about this in 2 and 3 days. But the problem is a nigga mind like mine's. What that does to the niggas' minds like mine's. Others shepherd.
Right.
See, it's one thing, sheep will follow anybody. Shepherd, like, and that's the thing, like, you don't want to pervert your brand. So to your point, Sega, I don't think that the desire, because I'm selling hamburgers, is to become McDonald's. I don't think the idea for me is to become Burger King or Jack in the Box or Burger King or Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's.
Shout out Wendy's.
You want to be Five Guys.
I want to be In and Out.
I'm about to say you want to be In and Out.
In and Out. Yeah. In and Out.
In and Out is of no stature to McDonald's. McDonald's does way more business, way better business, tons of money, tons of franchises, tons of real estate property, tons of everything.
Right.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to have to sell powder milkshakes, coach, to make no fucking money.
Nigga.
I don't want to have to sell powder milkshakes. I don't want to have to fuck with the fries and do 1,000 things to get no fucking money. I don't want to have frozen patties to get no money. I don't want to have to underpay my workers to get no money.
You don't want to have 47 things on the menu?
Man, listen.
Because that's what In and Out do. In and Out say, this is what we got, this is what you get, and that's it.
And if you're a real fan, you got the secret menu. The few items on the secret
menu.
But
everything on the secret menu is on the goddamn menu.
Right.
You just flip it.
Right. You just flipping it. Right. Let me double up, triple up.
In and Out said, this is what we got, this is what you get.
Right.
I'm a specialist.
Right.
That's In and Out. In and Out's a specialist.
Burger and fries. Ain't no McRibs every November.
Ain't no goddamn nachos at a burger spot.
I am a specialist. I'm not convinced of anything else. I am a specialist, bro.
Man.
Straight up. I'm not trying to, and that's what I'm trying to say, Trap. And that's to answer your question, Sega.
You know what you
I'm not worried about I'm not worried about the industrialization of my business. I'm worried about the purity of my business.
Right.
I'm worried about the purity of my business. I'm not worried about if my business becomes something for everybody else. I'm worried, do I have to compromise to be whatever? Because I'm not compromising shit.
See, that's the problem right there. Somebody said In and Out need a chicken sandwich. That's the problem.
They
right
get a
there.
chicken sandwich is going down. If they do, it better be a fire chicken. It gotta be like
They not
natural.
gonna
They
do
don't
it.
They're not
need no
gonna do
chicken
that.
sandwich.
Yeah,
They don't
not
need
do it.
no chickens, and
They
that's
really
the
don't
problem.
do it.
Double.
That's it. They really
Animal
don't.
style.
That animal style shit is trash. I don't like that shit.
That's all they need.
Trap.
Really.
You can't talk
I
about
like
In and
it.
Out. You cannot talk about
I
In
went
and
to
Out.
I went to In-N-Out I go to In-N-Out when
Not
I'm out
talking
there.
about In and Out.
I ain't like that shit.
East
say
Coast
you ain't
niggas
like the
cannot
animal
talk about
style?
In and Out, man.
I
just
ain't
feel
like the
y'all
animal
should be, man.
style. I got some French fries animal style too. That shit was I ain't like that shit.
That's like me talking about White Castle because I think the same thing about. I think White Castle triz ass.
White Castle good at a certain,
But I
at a
also
certain
think I
time.
probably
White
shouldn't
Castle
talk
good.
about it.
White Castle good
rock
at a
with
certain
White.
time. At a
White
certain time,
Castle-
White Castle good, bro.
That shit tastes like microwave meat, bro.
It is like a little
That's
microwave.
because you probably bought the box that was in the store from them.
Nah, nigga, I had to be some real
That's different.
White Castle.
That's different.
Nigga, that shit tastes like hey, what's that? Hey, what's that shit? Salisbury steak. Tastes like Salisbury steak
Salisbury steak burger.
in bread.
Now, if y'all really
On the,
want to talk about the fast food, y'all was once selling horse meat out there at that place y'all call Jack in the Box. So don't
Little
talk about
Hawaiian
it.
roll.
We don't fuck with Jack in the Box like that.
I'm just saying they were selling horse meat, so we're not gonna
They had
really
the
do
horse
that.
meat.
Right
No, I think they had the
Yeah.
horse meat at the it was
It
at
was Jack in the Box. It was
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in
yeah.
the Box, yeah. Jack in the Box had the horse meat.
I don't know if this conversation really is about burgers at this point.
Nah, but
We went there. We went there.
No, we didn't go there. It was just an
I'm about
analogy.
to talk about McDonald's and all that other stuff right
So
there.
I'm gonna say this though, G. At some point, we're gonna have to talk about burgers
I'm not mad
because
at it. I'm not mad
every
at it.
fucking conversation you bring up In and Out, like in McDonald's,
what
we
I'm
gotta talk
trying
about
to
No,
do
burgers.
is-
Taco
now it's
Bell.
like
Taco Bell's
they
always
hold
get
it
brought up.
down
Yeah, that nigga bring
without
up Taco Bell.
compromising. They don't compromise.
We be
like
up in here
that.
starving and shit.
But at the same
we don't
time,
eat on
they
Fridays
still,
no more.
Well, I'm trying to give y'all an analogy because at this point, it's like I'm
still
trying to make sure
competitive,
we could
like, you know.
translate. We could translate the material.
Can't give me this.
He's
Can't
trying
give me
to
no
bring it down to
analogy while
our
I'm
level.
starving,
He's trying
nigga.
to bring scholar level down to our level, and the only way you can do it is by giving us a Happy Meal. That's what it is right there.
Hey,
Happy Meal, yeah.
ain't that crazy that that's G?
I get what you did. I get what you did, G. I get what you did,
You
G.
gotta get to the masses.
That's the
He's like,
best.
yeah, I'm gonna dumb it
Hey,
down.
hey,
In and Out McDonald's,
what
they
Jesus
understand
said,
that.
Is that really
Jesus
dumb?
said we had to
I
hit him
didn't
with the
think of that as
parables.
dumb.
That's the
Come on
perfect
now,
parable
you better
right
stop
there.
it.
I don't think it's dumb.
It's like, what does everybody understand burgers?
Got to hit him with the parables, you know.
I don't know if it's dumbing it
Everybody
down.
understand
I don't think that's
McDonald's.
the term dumbing it down is ridiculous
Explain to me why dumbing it down.
because
is
I don't
ridiculous
think
to you.
people are dumb at all.
I just think it's fine.
I don't think people is dumb. I keep telling
Okay, let
you
me
that.
start. Let me put my
Maybe
water
they're-
down while you saying this shit.
Maybe
I wanna spit my water out.
their intentions are dumb.
I don't think people
or-
dumb at all. I think people could be ignorant. They don't know something.
Right.
Okay.
I think people could be
Okay.
distracted and busy.
Okay.
I don't think people are incapable of learning anything. I think what happens is, like I was just telling Trap, if it's something that I've put in 10,000 hours in and the average person got 12 hours in, I respect the fact that they didn't put in the other 9,988 hours. So I'm trying to tell them from my perspective of 10,000 hours in.
I can see that. I can see you thinking people are ignorant and not dumb.
Well, I don't even think I let them show me that they're ignorant. Like they'll say, I don't know, or they'll say something that shows me they don't know. Like in this particular situation with that conversation with 6ix9ine. Right? Like, it's like, oh man, well, he should have, everybody think he's supposed to stay loyal. This is not that kind of conversation. What does loyalty have to do with anything?
Nothing.
It's not loyalty. We're not saying he went to the police, they robbed him, and he went to the police right after and told them this is what happened. That could come into question with loyalty, even to a mainstream level.
Right.
To me and Trap and everybody who consider themselves anywhere part of just being engaged in street rules or that type of discipline or that type of integrity, you don't go to the police for nothing. But okay, even if I'm having a general conversation with the lunch table or people that's not necessarily involved in that much integrity or accountability, let's separate the fact that he didn't go to the police when this happened. Let's actually explain to them, no, he told the police when they said you did these crimes, we're going to prosecute you for these crimes. You can get 20 years for these crimes. If you don't want to get 20 years for these crimes that you committed, you could tell us on the crimes that they committed. You get what I'm saying? That's
the difference.
That's where we catch in the general public too, because it's been so many ignorant observations and misleading observations. Deceptive. People deceptively inform the general public that, oh man, well, he told because, they slept with his girl or they robbed him. No, he told because he was trying to avoid accountability for hiring those people to shoot at people with the money he spent. That's why he told. He said, hey, if that was the case, he would have said, you know what? I'm going to take my own time, but let me tell you what these niggas did. I ain't telling for that. Nigga, I'm going to go jail for my own. He was avoiding accountability for his crime.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Okay, no. So, and I said no, like I'm about to disagree. I'm not about to disagree.
I'm about to say, hold on. I
want to clear that right now. I saw Trap start holding his breath and shit. Like, wait a minute, no, but no, I'm not disagreeing.
I'm about to go up. I'm out.
What I'm about to say is, I think that guys like my man, I don't know these guys' names. I should not be knowing these guys' names, but the guy who was kind of siding with 6ix9ine and they told on they fucked this girl and all that type of shit. He's supposed to. I think that kind of is, you kind of telling on yourself when you start saying shit like that.
For sure.
Like, you really telling on yourself, because anybody who thought, even before 6ix9ine found himself in that situation, who thought 6ix9ine would not tell. Like, come on, bro. Like, I think the average nigga thought that 6ix9ine would, if he found himself in that situation, he's gonna tell on people. Like, I never looked at 6ix9ine like, oh man, he's gonna hold it. He gonna stay tight. When he got in that situation, everybody can told on.
You know what's funny? The reason I don't let that ride, coach, is because you're a criminal. So I'm not with the concept of you gonna tell. Like, I don't know, bro. I think you kind of hold everybody to a higher standard than I just hold them to the standard that they start with.
It's the standard that's supposed to be.
Here's a
y'all saying it's the standard supposed to be, but y'all, like I said, y'all seen criminals.
Yeah, but it just so happens
it's not a standard thing.
Yeah, it's
when somebody don't follow the standard thing.
What's the standard thing on the East Coast? Hold on, what the
crying?
What the fuck? Hold on.
I'm just saying, it's not a standard thing on the East Coast.
Parallel park this car real quick, yo.
I'm just saying, if the East Coast not the home of the famous snitch.
No.
If you want to be famous, if you want to be a famous snitch, don't you supposed to move to the East Coast?
Stop doing that. Let's stop doing that.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, y'all got like 30 famous snitches out there.
Niggas snitch everywhere, B. We ain't about to
They do snitch everywhere, but if you want to be a famous snitch,
I'm not.
If you want to be that snitch.
No, it's just that we was famous as far as we was getting money before that, and then niggas ended up turning and then going bad. I don't know about famous. We ain't famous for snitching, though. We ain't for getting money.
All I'm saying is, on the West Coast, we demonize our snitches. Like, we bury them. We don't even know them. Like, if you want to be a famous snitch, if you want to go be popular and get some Instagram followers,
I don't want to go there because
you want to get a show
people like that. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now. I don't want to do it. Like, let's leave it alone, please.
I would like to disagree with that because
New York.
Atlanta been
the only reason I would like to disagree with that is because it creates this belief that you could tell over there, and that ain't true. You go probably get yourself hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You'll get yourself a TV show
after you pass away.
I'm just saying.
Or a movie. They also got some movies.
I'm trying to be respectful. Certain people I'm not going to do that. Let's leave that alone, please. You know what I'm saying? I can call out some people that went bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Was you going to start snitching too?
Nah.
Right. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying how it is, though.
I'm just like
that remind me with that nigga. Shout out to Alpha Omega. He tried to say niggas snitching on who snitching is snitching. No nigga.
Niggas who snitching on who snitching is snitching.
That's why you said that.
You didn't see that with Alpha Omega? I sent it to you. You see it?
No, I didn't see that.
That shit is funny, actually, too. Cause Trap starts sticking my head up like a Trap starts snitching right now.
It's that crazy.
Is Trap starts snitching on snitches?
Alpha Omega said, well, who is the nigga that told you I told? That nigga's a snitch. I'm like, nah.
Wow.
What did Charlamagne say? That ain't it.
That ain't it, dog.
That's how you trying to get out of that one? That's how you trying to get out of it right there?
Man.
That's crazy.
Back up, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to back up, bro. Like, no. Like, hell no. I'm saying it ain't about if 6ix9ine, if people thought he was going to tell. 6ix9ine was a criminal before he ever met them dudes. He was already committing crimes. You know what I mean? He didn't meet the 9 Trey niggas and said, let me start committing crimes. He had already committed crimes before that.
So y'all, so straight up, if y'all do a crime with 5 people and one of them snitch, y'all be shocked
every time.
Six every time, every time. Like that happened to you a lot or something.
I wonder
more times than not, people don't tell.
Well, when they do tell, like, what about you, Trap? Like, you'd be shocked. You'd be like,
oh, no, you're gonna be shocked because you're not going into it with the mindset that you know that they're gonna end up telling them. You know what I'm saying, because if you thought that from the jump, you wouldn't have did this shit.
Wouldn't even do it right.
Okay, and that's true. That's facts. But you know, like, you look back on your younger self. You remember, nigga, and I'm not trying to indict anybody, but I'm saying niggas used to do stupid shit with niggas who when you grew up, you be like, man, I didn't really know that nigga that well. Like,
that's young man, this shit though.
Yeah, that is young. We was all young. We all did stupid shit back in the day. Did some, whoop somebody ass with some people or whatever. That niggas that you don't know, and then all of a sudden niggas get caught, and then niggas start snitching. You be like, I didn't even really know that nigga really. Like,
yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Nigga, you doing crime, and what you saying is if you doing crime and you know that you a crimer, nigga, you shouldn't be snitching, right?
Yeah, but who taught you that as a criminal?
Well, I mean, my dad taught me that, but he's a lifetime criminal.
So what if that dude didn't have a dad?
Nigga, your friends you will learn that growing up around your friends that you shouldn't snitch. Nigga, my mom and my stepdad, the nigga who raised me, them niggas, you know them. These niggas ain't no goddamn, they ain't in the streets or none of that type of shit. But they told me they wouldn't snitch on people. They not snitching on shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying again, why people don't snitch is a different conversation. Again, it's not. I'm not letting him off the hook. Right? I'm not letting him off the hook, and I'm not blaming the 9 trays because he snitched.
Okay.
See, like, it's way too much blaming the 9 trays, feel me, because he snitched.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh man, y'all knew that nigga was gonna no, they didn't.
So two things can't be true. Like, them niggas did some foul shit, but he's a snitch still.
What did they do foul?
I mean, I don't know the story all the way, but
they said
but you can't fuck my bitch though.
Fuck this bitch. But
wait, hold up. Let me get this straight.
Anyway,
because you my boy. Let me get this straight. I'm trying to see my circle real fast.
Yeah.
So you think fucking your boy's bitch is cool?
No,
that's a good thing.
That's not cool, but it's not.
Hold up now before you say this. You're my boy now. What you saying now? It's not cool, but what now?
No, I was gonna say it's not cool, but that don't give you the right to just because the dude fucked your bitch. Now you just gonna go air him out. You know what I mean? And go do all this other goofy shit. That happens every day. Niggas, bitches get fucked every day.
I don't think who they are is relevant in this situation.
Okay.
I think even defining them as relevant in this situation is crazy.
Okay. So they shouldn't be able to use whatever they did, their faults, whatever flaws, has nothing to do with his decision he made.
It doesn't, because again, we're not saying somebody's reporting a crime on somebody else.
That's facts. I get that.
Right? He was in trouble they were all in trouble for their own crime.
Yes, that's facts. That's true.
So who they are is irrelevant.
Yeah. Like, if we get something happen to us and you become a coward, or not saying you, but a nigga become a coward or whatever, that don't make me have to do the same. Go down, I gotta still be me.
You can still be.
I gotta still stand tall on what my decisions I made. I get that. That's facts.
Standing up to the standards don't mean that you gotta succumb to the.
It's way too much figuring out some way to blame some other black people in this situation. Like even like I saw this little clip and he ran down what happened between black people and shit, and it was just such a ridiculous argument. I'll tell you one thing: these niggas lucky I don't want to debate. Trap, they lucky I don't want to debate. They lucky I don't have no passion to debate. Because if I sat down with 6ix9ine, it wouldn't even be a conversation. I'd make him commit suicide before it was over.
Yo,
because you couldn't really run that same dumbass shit you ran on Bank to me. You couldn't tell me what nobody else did. All of them arguments they would fall on null. They'd be nullified in points.
I don't think you could make a nigga with no shame commit suicide though. I don't know if that nigga shameless. I think.
No. I'm gonna tell you why he got shame. It's not he lacked shame. He think y'all are stupid. He playing in y'all face.
That's why he paying Bank to get that,
See, he think y'all stupid.
If I pay him and get this layup from the street nigga,
he's still trying to explain something that is obvious.
Now niggas is backing him.
So him playing in y'all face is because he think y'all is stupid.
Sometimes I think we give some niggas a little too much credit, bro.
If he didn't have no shame, why would he be sitting down trying to explain to a nigga why it's okay for him to snitch or why he didn't?
Why he even pay Bank to go and have that conversation?
Because like when you don't have no shame, you just live your life without a care.
Yeah. I really think that nigga think it's okay to snitch.
No, he don't. That's why he said,
why
cool.
do
That's why he trying to make excuses for why.
I feel like sometimes we make excuses for these bum, lame ass niggas like Kanye. I feel like we looking too deep. So like Kanye, we throw around that word genius way too much. Everybody calling this nigga a genius, a genius, a genius, a genius.
Genius
instead of saying that this nigga is bipolar and possibly autistic. And I'm not talking about Rayman autistic. I'm talking about radio autistic.
Like, but by fact, coach, he's a genius. Like his
musical genius. Let's just call that. Let's just say musical genius.
I think he's a creative genius.
Oh, see, here we go. See, that's the problem. You know what the crazy thing? I didn't look at none of the 6ix9ine shit interview. All I did was go to the goddamn comments, and guess what they was calling that nigga?
What?
A genius. Niggas in there calling him a genius, calling this nigga, and I blame niggas like you and Trap out here trying to explain.
But he not a creative genius,
because you was fucking trying to explain to us why this nigga Kanye had on that goddamn Klansman outfit and shit. Y'all always trying to look at these deeper meanings for these fucking tards.
It's a little deeper.
I don't know if you
can say that.
I don't think Kanye a genius because he wore a Ku Klux Klan outfit.
It's a little deeper meaning though if you willing to tap in.
Creative forces, not everything. So again, like him being a creative genius is a proven thing that he's done.
Yeah.
It's not about is everything he doing genius. Some of this shit dumb as fuck.
At some point, I feel like we got to start talking to ourselves, thinking about what we doing wrong, because we call this nigga genius, nigga. I remember when we thought genius, it had to age well. Like I remember when this genius and money become synonymous.
But that's
like a bunch of geniuses died poor. Like, but then they shit aged well. Nigga, do you think Kanye bumwear is gonna age well? Do you think them goddamn space boots he tricked us into wearing? Because them motherfuckers is comfortable as fuck.
They still flying.
Bitches is ugly.
They still
like
flying.
them niggas is them bitches they gonna age well.
But I think they was probably calling the 6ix9ine a genius because of his marketing. They probably say marketing
genius.
We're giving these niggas all this credit
because of the money, like you said.
Because of the money, exactly.
But when you got, but I think when they saying that right there, it's just to the fact
genius
where like
is defined as exceptional intellectual power, creative productivity, or natural rare aptitude for a specific endeavor. The problem is you think genius is innately good.
I don't think it's innately good. I think it ages well though.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does, man. Like okay, so look, I'm gonna give you some props right now, and you ain't gonna take them because I don't know what the fuck you be on sometimes. But nigga, like I think G is a genius. I think I think the shit we doing right now gonna age superbly. I think 10 years from now, niggas gonna be like, oh, them niggas was ahead of their time. G was really that nigga, and that nigga was really saying some shit that more niggas should have listened to. But I think the shit Kanye doing, I think the shit 6ix9ine doing, I think 15 years from now, nigga, I see it now. I see it happening now when I talk to young niggas. I be, hey bro, what y'all think about Kanye? Oh, that shit ugly. Oh, that shit trash. Hey, that nigga gay. That nigga this nigga, y'all niggas used to like that retard? I'm sorry, I don't know if you say that. Let me stop saying that hard.
Think about it. If you ask somebody about Mozart, let's say you play Mozart for some kid.
Mozart,
man, is this jamming? Or if you give a kid a scoop of butter pecan ice cream.
Right. They ain't gonna even. They gonna like,
you know what I mean?
Fuck?
It's like
nigga, you know, this old ass nigga. No.
You know,
because you know G loves some butter pecan.
No, I'm saying,
butter pecan. You don't get what I'm saying. Over here.
You don't get what I'm saying. You don't get what I'm saying.
I get what you say. I get what you saying, though. I got you.
So
because it'll never go out of style.
Kanye genius is fair based off the facts of the things, not money. Money don't make you ingenious. Like. He don't got the money they saying. That's all a lie. I keep telling y'all that a million times. None of these people, especially none of these black people, got the money.
Right.
You can't believe in systemic oppression. When Puff just went to jail right now and he needed to bail out, he'd have had $50 million cash and his house. He had his house that was paid off. He'd be like, I got 50 million cash.
Right.
All I'm saying is, my man, like.
So I don't believe they have the money. I don't think we making these. Listen, Kanye being a genius has nothing to do with is he gonna be revered later in the future. Because he's making a lot of decisions. The thing about Kanye that catches him up every time is he gambles big.
Yeah.
So when he misses, this is bad.
It's bad. Yeah. He does.
I'm not saying he's a genius at gambling.
Right.
I'm saying he's a creative genius, and he's proving it in ideas.
Me poke some holes in the shirt.
He does gamble big. That's
I don't think everything he tries means it's genius.
Like
I'm sure Thomas Edison, everything wasn't the light bulb. I'm sure he had some shit that was like a laundry detergent that was whack. I'm sure he had. He made some shit that was whack.
Tesla had a bunch of
back in
shit.
niggas out and rash and shit.
Tesla had a bunch
Tesla.
of shit.
I'm sure Tesla had some shirts and shit that didn't work out.
Tesla, another motherfucker who died poor.
Yeah,
Because it don't have nothing to do with money.
That's what I'm saying. But then we look at this nigga Kanye and be like, oh yeah, he's a genius.
But we were saying this before they said he had money.
Kanye is a nigga who I wouldn't talk to for 10 minutes, man.
It's a lot of
Like
geniuses.
I fuck around and smack this nigga up, dude.
It's a lot of
like
geniuses
10
I
minutes,
wouldn't
bro.
talk to.
Like what trap? Why you looking like that, nigga? Like what you
What
talking
you
about?
smack Kanye for?
Let Kanye come in here and start talking this dumb shit. Nigga, I smack, man. I hate that nigga voice.
I think if Kanye
like,
sat
I
down
don't
with
like
you,
what he's talking about. The nigga's dumb to me, dude.
I think if he explained his take and you really wholeheartedly listen to him, by the end of the conversation,
I've been fired on him, man.
No, I don't think you'll fire him. I think you'll be like,
you,
oh,
you
that's
know
what you meant.
I'm telling you, I've been there. Oh, you a sellout. Oh,
No.
you a.
I think that's the part, Sega, that does get fucked up. I think he does deceptively play on y'all intellect.
You think so?
Yes. I think at times Kanye can be cunning as well.
Yes, for sure.
I agree with some of his approaches are just like off, and he be fucking up, and he just ass beat for a couple of approaches. But when it comes down to like the basis of his information, if people just give him a moment, I think he could cook. Because it's like no, for real. Like for instance, what he said, slavery is a choice, right? He had everybody pissed, right? If slavery wasn't a choice, there's no Harriet Tubman. Now I get the delivery is fucked up, and you making everybody have to deal with some shit at their workplace that they ain't ready to deal with.
Yeah, the issue is in
it's
the
how
word.
he needs to have a Sunday dinner and
issue-
not just say that shit on a
issue is-
TMZ. You feel
No, it's not that. The issue is in the word choice.
that part.
So it's like, slavery is not always a choice. Slavery is a choice if you see it as such. That's what makes a choice a choice. Like,
but it doesn't negate the fact of the choice being there.
But when you say it factually,
it's just the delivery.
It's not the delivery. It's the idea itself. The idea itself is in bad taste, and it's a bad idea. Like, genius don't just mean you run around spewing facts.
No, for real. That's what I'm saying. It was a bad idea to deliver it right there.
So to say slavery is a choice was a purposeless, tasteless idea.
It was a bad idea to say it right then and right there.
There's nothing genius about stating that as saying that that's a fact,
my nigga.
But to say that he's totally wrong just so you can just demonize him.
It's not about it.
That's the part that we get mixed up with.
It's not about if he's totally wrong.
Hey, but I think this is a problem with us. Look at us right now. And I'm not just saying just us, but why do we sit here and talk about Kanye West can say whatever he could do and say whatever the fuck he want to, and then we're gonna try to rationalize the shit. We go, slavery is a choice, and then we sit here and try to depict on how this could be true. This nigga come in the Klan's outfit and niggas is sitting here trying to
it was a bad idea.
How this is
right. You're right,
this
coach.
could be
You're right.
This could be. He's trying to give a subliminal message of.
But what about when he said? What about when he said
to make you cloak?
When he said George Bush don't like black people
and hide yourself from the man. Like what the fuck are we
doing?
What
about when he said George Bush don't like black people? And here we are, 20 years later.
But that wasn't ingenious to say then.
No, but still, he stood up and said something. Granted.
We didn't
know what was going on like we know right now. 20 years later,
the only reason
it was a shit show back then.
Hey, can I say this to you?
And we didn't know that niggas riding around offing us.
Hey, you know what the thing
after sundown and know what's happening. He spotted it.
You know what the crazy thing about that shit is? That's damn near because of what Kanye been doing in his whole life after that shit. That's damn near anomaly now. Like I look at that shit he said and be like, man, that might have been a one-off.
I don't think it was a one-off.
But I'm asking y'all a question: which president liked black people?
I don't know any of them. That's a great point.
That's a great point. That's what I'm saying. I almost felt like when Kanye said that shit at the time, it resonated with me.
But it's
now
still,
after seeing the totality of Kanye shit, shit is almost like
who was saying that for us then though?
Who
was standing up for us then?
Every last
nobody was standing up for us then.
No, every last hip hop artist in existence said it.
No, I'm saying at that time, who was standing up for people?
The only reason it looked
during Katrina at that time.
The only reason it looked like something. It's because Kanye, nobody thought he had no nuts. It wasn't because niggas had never said that the government in America don't like black. Right now, is niggas screaming America, they black people and they American.
But who was shedding light on that at that point? Nobody was really shedding light on what was going on. No, they wasn't, because now we just now finding out that niggas was getting chipped.
They made a song called "Fuck the Police" about niggas getting chipped in 1988.
No, I'm talking about for Katrina. The way they had the sundown crews taking people out.
We all knew what was happening then.
I didn't know they was getting chipped like that. Again, I knew it was bad, but I'm just now finding out in the last 2-3 years that they had these caravans going around.
That's not what it is for him. Like, okay.
So when he said it, I'm like, he was speaking on that back then.
Even when you saying that,
so I'm like,
it's not as simple as that. That's what every last hip hop artist says. Every last great hip hop artist has talked about this country.
Who said on a telethon?
What fucking hip hop artist would be on a telethon?
I'm just saying.
So when he told white people, who the fuck watches like I don't think that validates the point, because he's sitting next to Michael Myers on a telethon saying it. This is the message that we've been preaching to our people the whole time.
Yeah, but he said it on a larger scale. He got to that larger scale and went there and took it there and said it. Yeah, but he didn't have to say that. He had to say shit. When he finally said something crazy and everybody like, oh yeah, we're gonna point at you now. We don't fuck with you.
But he didn't say anything crazy. Like, okay, listen.
I'm talking about the slavery shit was crazy, and the way his approach with the swastika and everything was crazy. That's why he did his ass beat.
They're not crazy
because he didn't deliver that right. He got people in a frenzy with that.
It's not an issue of his delivery. It's he don't have respect for things.
But that's where he delivered. That's why he didn't deliver it right. That's what I'm saying. If he respected it, I think he would have approached it a whole lot more with a lot more care, a lot more consideration.
Exactly, Lex. It's not love or consideration. He did it to do it. He did it purposely to do what he did.
So you think he did it outright just for the stir up?
That's what he does.
Versus the information.
He don't give two fucks about giving information.
But that's why. Yeah, I mean,
he don't give a fuck about that.
It's a good debate, but that doesn't negate the information that he's saying. There's still truth and facts to what he's delivering.
But I don't think we're having a conversation rooted in truth and facts.
Right, I got what you're saying.
I think we're having a conversation rooted in, like Coach said initially about his genius.
It stirs shit up. Yeah,
and I'm like, no, he is a creative genius.
Yeah,
that don't mean everything he does is genius.
Yeah, okay.
It's a ton of
Mozart sure,
probably couldn't cook. I'm sure when Mozart made a grilled cheese sandwich, it wasn't fantastic.
Right.
That's all I'm saying though, dude. Like, do you understand that we use Kanye and the word genius more than we use Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and the word genius? We call them everything. We call them all great men, and we say all this shit about them, but very rarely do we put Malcolm X and Martin Luther King in the same phrase as genius, which is crazy to me that we think of Kanye more of the genius than these men.
Or creative genius.
Whatever genius, however you want to use the word genius.
Yeah, creative
genius.
But
that's just crazy to me that we out here, and then we got niggas like my man Sega out here gonna keep that shit alive, because anything Kanye do, we're gonna start trying to figure it out. Like,
it's just like what G say. When you know certain information and you see a nigga trying to deliver it and he delivering it all wrong, but there's still truth to the information.
Yeah, but that's
what kind of fucks shit up, because
that's not what fucks it up. Is his purposely deliberate to move products.
Right, and I hear you on that.
And I hear you on that. Him a capitalist, and it makes him insensitive to what the fuck he talking about.
It just makes him more.
So it don't matter at the point. His intent is in bad taste. Everything that he does is in bad taste. It's selfish. That's the problem. It's just selfish.
It's for the sake of his own plight.
That's his biggest problem.
Yeah.
His biggest problem is, I think at one time he wasn't, but somewhere along the line, he got selfish. And it didn't matter about him being black anymore. It didn't matter about people anymore. It mattered about what he thought and what he was trying to do at that time. Fuck how, our elders would feel. Fuck how everything would feel. None of it is worth it.
Hey, guys, when I say we, I'm not talking about us, like the people who this don't apply to. I'm talking. Y'all gotta understand that sometimes we get in our little boxes and we think that we the only people that exist. Like, we are the minority in a lot of this shit going on. Like I said, with this 6ix9ine situation, we all agree that 6ix9ine is a snitch and
the whole world agrees
and got character flaws.
Facts.
But the whole world. See,
okay, let me finish this. We think that he is snitching, he got character flaws, but there are a lot of people who are entertained by this guy and think he's a smart genius. Like, there's a reason why that nigga drop an interview and it do 200,000 in 10 hours or something like that. Like, that don't even make sense to me. I don't understand why 200,000 people want to go watch this nigga talk.
See his goofy
probably
ass.
Because 200,000 people ain't going to watch him talk, which is a different conversation.
Which is fucking insane to me.
Well, but that's not what's happening. So again, this goes into that money conversation. right? This goes into the same conversation to believe that all this is happening versus actually the number, the marketing that he's doing on these interviews, what's happening. Like, I get it. It sees it straight across, but it's not. A lot of the numbers is fluff. A lot of the comments you're seeing are from bots and created programs where you go tell them what to say. And you have to know this. Here's the better question. Have you ever met somebody in the streets that told you he's a genius?
No.
Because you know why? Because nobody thinks he's a genius.
I'm gonna say this, G. You one of the niggas I'm talking to. Like, you really think highly of a lot of people. Like, you really think that mankind, dude, look at America just in general. Look at our president. Look at the shit we going through. This is a microcosm of America, dude. Like, this is not a good place. There are not a lot of good people in this motherfucker. And we want to hang on to that. People think have values and morals and all that type of shit. They do not, my boy. And you want to hold on to that shit like, man, people are inherently good and all that type of shit. Man,
to some degree they are.
To some degree.
Yeah.
But something is going on here, guys. Like, it's twisted. We living in a twisted, weird time. And these niggas ain't like you, bro.
But
they're not like me.
But the problem is
they're not like the lunch table.
You're right,
but
Coach.
the problem is when you believe what you see online as reality. That's where the brilliance comes in. That they'll convince you that you're tripping because you're looking at
you remember something. I told y'all, hey, we're gonna do a movie one day when G comes to this epiphany, because he does it all the time. He finally comes to it out the blue, and then all of a sudden he talking like, man, you know what I just fucking, man, hey, the internet is real. Like, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be like I Am Legend. Like, one day, everybody's gonna be zombies. Everybody gonna be the internet one day, and G gonna start realizing that a lot of this is really happening out here in these streets.
Real time.
Everybody ain't from 7th Street. Everybody like, hey.
We'll get back to that. Hold on. Unc Ditto, thank you for the $5. Sega, my apologies. You got them soul bowls on Friday. He was talking shit. He think you got them.
Them soul bowls.
Breezy, what's up, Breezy? Thank you for the $5. Much love. Salute.
I might have changed my thoughts on macaroni.
Oh, Breezy, I'm finna make you a
you hit the
Wow. Shout out to I Miss Tia. What's up, Miss Tia Show? Thank you for the $10. Hello, everyone. What's up, Miss Tia?
What up, Tia?
Kai, what up? Thank you for the $5. I had to get it in on Monday, but I'm here now. Ladies. Right back at it. What up, guys? Baseline, thank you for the $5. Sub G Trap Sega Table. Aside from the battle, what's the funniest, pettiest thing you see Kendrick do that contradicts him being a good kid?
They're trying to get you snitched.
Wait, what up?
You don't want to know.
Tell on them, G.
You don't want to know. Shout out to Unc. Thank you for the $2. If you listen to the Good Kid, Mad City, you know he with the BS.
Yo,
I don't know if people hear that title.
Fully
Shout out to Miss Peachy Peaches. Thank you for the $5. They did a week of trying to shame K because they gave him this morally God status. They was shocked. Obviously, never heard rigor mortis or monster. Only Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers.
Facts.
That was funny. Shout out to Unc. Thank you for the $2. Anyone with multicolored hair and teeth is telling. Shout out to Tasha. Thank you for the 3-month membership. Hey, Glasses, I sent you my birthday details again, which you remember in the stream for the voucher and check. Republic, we have McDonald's or KFC. I was working on it, but you have to actually, it's a different one. I had to email because it was for overseas. They don't work all the same. I'm working on it. Just give me like one more day. Shout out to Chi-Town to Death 3-month membership. I need niggas to stop bringing up George Bush Kanye comment when Kanye himself tried to walk that shit back and sounded crazy when he did. They act like they forgot that.
What'd he say? What'd he walk it back on?
I'll show it to you. Shout out to Beautiful Leo. Thank you for the $5. Kanye sold Confederate flag t-shirts at his concert and folks are trying to defend him. Mess. Oh man.
they gonna figure out how it's helping black people.
Shout out to Tasha. Thank you for the 20 check dollars.
Indirectly.
Why is Rick Ross all of a sudden kissing Drake ass? I don't know. He dissed him the next day.
He's not really doing that though.
Dissed him the next day. Yeah. Shout out to Molly Crew. Thank you for the $2. Kanye is a buster and insincere with his rhetoric. That's probably true. That's fair. Shout out to Lisa's sister. Thank you for the $10. Glasses. Can you check out that clip? Kevin Hart roast. One guy came up talking about George Floyd clip and people don't think it was funny. Please check it out.
That was crazy.
Somebody was texting me that we should talk about that shit too. Somebody was texting me like, y'all should talk about that
shit. Nah, that was crazy.
That was a raw roast right there for real. I watched
you gotta slap the shit out of him.
I just feel like it's okay to say somebody's a genius and they're a fucked up person. They don't they're not.
I agree.
Careless. They're not like this. He's a creative genius, but he also a careless son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like he careless.
Yeah.
He's just not thinking. He's
selfish.
I agree.
Yes, and it's popping out more and more every day. Like, I'm not really worried about nobody else think I'm on my own shit, but you know, that comes with it. But that don't mean it negates the other one. And in 6ix9ine situation, right? Even in that situation, it's different because it's like nothing. We keep trying to put it on everybody else. Like you said something a second ago. You said, man, I think the world has this moral compass. They do. The difference is, what will society allow them to exist in? Nobody wants the burden of, you know, accountability. People would love to check out of accountability. They don't find joy in the journey. Like we talk about it all the time. Like you got to find joy in the walk, not just the crossing the 5th mile, but the walk.
The walk, the destination is the
like
journey.
So that's what I did, right? Personally, to this conversation. Like my walk is filled with feeding squirrels and crows. To even enhance my walk. Now I'm reading, I took a picture of Joshua trees. So now I'm reading about Joshua trees and I'm looking at, like, I'm enhancing the journey. I'm making the journey as rewarding, right, as crossing the finish line.
Right.
That's what people don't want to do.
I like that.
All they think about is just walking. They like, don't nobody want to fucking walk? Why? Why the fuck would you want to walk? So if you don't fall in love with the journey, then you only look forward to the finish line.
You know, you sound like a little bit LeBron.
I hope so.
I'm just saying, because you know,
the problem is, I just pray that the fans never become his fans.
I'm just saying. I just gave you the highest compliment. Like I'm
just saying, I hope, because I don't have a problem with LeBron. Like I was just saying the other day, I seen your thing where I said, damn, his Laker tenure is a Hall of Fame tenure.
You know, hey, you know what the crazy shit is? I didn't know this. I didn't know if you was trying to. I didn't say nothing about it because I didn't know if you were trying to trap me.
You thought he was trolling?
Yeah, I thought he was trying to. I didn't know what to do with that. I was confused. Hey, Trap, this nigga sent me some good,
you know what
he sent me some good shit about Bron. I didn't know. I got scared. I got nervous. I was like, this nigga trying to trap me in some kind of crazy. I'm gonna call this nigga and then nigga gonna hit me with some bullshit and get me in some kind of some shit I can't get out of. It's some kind of verbal warfare I can't get out of. And trap me into some shit.
I say tons of great things about LeBron James.
You think LeBron will get 2 numbers retired in LA?
Maybe. Shit. I mean, that kind of be cool, but I don't think that's the point, right? It's like, listen, just like I said great things about Drake. I can't help it that the general public only has something to say about my critique. It really speaks to y'all more than me.
Right.
And that's why I keep saying it's not LeBron, it's his fans. Like I could say something I'm like, man, this is a Hall of Fame career, but I said it's 7, 8 all-stars teams, 7, 8 all NBAs, you know, champion, that shit's a Hall of Fame career by itself. That's simple. But again, people gonna skip over that and wait till I talk about the fact that he complaining about being a third option, because it speaks to the negative energy in people that they just want to be outraged. I don't know why y'all want to be outraged. Something's wrong with y'all motherfuckers, man. I say great things about all great people. I said great things about Drake. They be so surprised when they go look. They be like, oh, you know, what happened to this? I'm like, it still exists. Like, what's wrong with it existing? Like, what's wrong with the fact that, yes, I said back to back was fantastic, and I pumped him up to do it, and it was great. And what they got to do with him suing this record label over this record is wrong. What it has got to do with him being this fantastic artist got something to do with the fact that you're not hip hop, you're just a rapper that uses it. There's nothing wrong with that. Both things can be true. Just like Bron could have a Hall of Fame career, and it's a successful career for most people. It's a successful career for him, except to his fans. And the problem is not they just judge it in success, coach. And same with Kanye, like you complaining with Sega, because you do the same thing with Bron. Same shit.
I do not.
You don't actually care about what's happening. You have to put it to the greatest position. The only thing that separates all of us is what I like don't got to be the greatest.
I'm going to say this real fast, and I'm just going to let it be, because I've noticed that niggas who don't like LeBron or say they like LeBron, but they really don't. Them niggas be really passionate about their arguments. Like G be so passionate about this shit. He be having these long ass, like, I don't be thought out. I just be sitting there like, all right, man, you cool, bro. Like, this man is really passionate about his hate for LeBron. I mean, not your hate. I'm sorry. I don't want to, about your thoughts on LeBron. And it just be crazy, man. I feel like it's the niggas who don't like LeBron that got the problems. Y'all niggas be very passionate about this shit. Kick rocks, fuck LeBron. And I chalk that up to a bunch of y'all niggas being spoiled ass Laker fans. And I'm a Laker fan. I'm a real Laker fan. That's true. A real Laker fan. Y'all niggas spoiled. Y'all the spoiled Laker fans.
The real Laker fan shit.
Yeah, no, I'm a really.
You can't.
Yeah, he really.
I grew up right around the corner from the farm. I'm a real Inglewood baby.
You can't be a real Laker.
Yes, I'm a real Laker fan. Real.
Not be spoiled.
Real. Spoiled. See, I remember the trials and tribulations with Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. We wasn't winning shit. When Nick the Quick was my favorite player still. Them niggas was like, Eldon Campbell and shit, alcoholic ass. You know, like these niggas, man, like these I like the kids. My niggas, you know.
The Laker kids. I like Vlade Divac. That's not the point, coach. A Laker fan is spoiled because we the fucking Lakers. All we know is winning. But the difference is you're a fan of something else, so you compare that experience.
I'm a fan of the Lakers.
So you think Bron is the greatest player that the Lakers ever had?
No, I mean, no, he's for sure the greatest player the Lakers ever had, but not the greatest Laker they ever had. He's not the greatest Laker they ever had.
So imagine him saying he's a Laker fan.
I'm saying he's the greatest player to ever put on a Laker jersey, but he's not the greatest Laker to ever. Like the greatest Laker to ever put on the jersey is probably Magic. After Magic, probably Kobe or Kareem. Kobe, Kareem, and Magic are the three greatest Lakers to ever put on the Lakers jersey. Those are the three greatest Lakers of all time. No debate.
That's not the question. You're a LeBron James fan more than you're a Laker fan.
No, I'm a Laker fan. Nigga, what is happening right now? I'm a Laker fan, my boy.
How do you quantify?
I'm a real Laker fan. I'm not you, though.
So how do you quantify?
I don't check in and out.
So was Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel 10 years successful?
To me, because I love the Lakers.
I'm saying, as you, was it successful or did you enjoy the team?
To me, because I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan. I'm not a spoiled nigga like you.
I'm asking.
I'm not a nigga from the east side who just wanted something to look at something golden and glittery.
If I'm spoiled,
I'm a nigga from the west side who was really loving this shit. Nigga, like grew up
spoiled, then the Lakers spoiled me.
You know, nigga, like
I can't help it, bro.
You just a spoiled brat, my nigga. Like this nigga,
we win 5.
Hearing this nigga talk about this shit be making
me.
So
you leaving Shaq out of the
here?
He ain't know that too about the Shaq, but I can't put Shaq over neither. Those three right there.
Not over. Now you can't put him over Kobe, Kareem, and
Shaq is he made the top 5. He made the top 5.
Laker than LeBron.
Yes, for sure. I agree with you there.
May not be a greater player, but the point is,
Shaq probably 4.
I don't think this is the point. The thing is, the same thing that he don't like that you doing, Sega, he does the same thing with LeBron.
What you talking about?
Where it's like you just defend anything.
I ain't defending anything.
I'm not talking shit, Sega. You really are. You just tried to rationalize why it made sense, and I'm like, what's wrong with just saying niggas is wrong?
Nah, he could be wrong. But my point is that I'm saying no, there is a but because the but is there's truth to what the nigga's saying. Now, how he's using it.
What I'm saying, coach?
How he's using it.
That's how you saying.
How he's using it.
I swear to God.
I give you that. I give you that. You saying
listen how you saying. That's how you be saying.
But that's what G do. Any nigga that sound crazy like Sega sound right now. Sega, I'm on your ass. Just
how he using it.
Because that nigga was right here looking at D'Lo Brown and shit.
Nah, it's how he using it though. Because how
everybody in the goddamn
how he approach it. I give you that.
How you doing? Like how you feel about how you do him and Kanye. That's how you do with LeBron.
I give you that.
You mean LeBron? Nigga,
it's wrong
for our sins.
But you can't tell me that the nigga said something that is not the truth, nigga. If it wasn't, how was there a damn Harriet Tubman? How was there a Gullah Island? How was there a damn the Haitians? Nigga, them niggas made choices. Them niggas said, fuck that. Nigga, we ain't having it.
But what's the point in the truth?
So that's what
that don't make you a genius because you're saying a fact.
No, I'm not saying I'm not attaching that to the genius. I'm just saying that he said
that don't
shit
even make you innately
was true. It was the delivery was horrible.
But I'm saying, what does the fact of it being true have to do with anything? What's the point of saying it?
I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. But I think I can't say why he said it. But if I was to say some shit like that, it would be to enlighten niggas like, hey, open your mind. We can make choices, my nigga.
And you know
we have decisions that we can make out here.
That's not his point.
And I get you with that, and I agree with you on that because you made a good point. And you like his point is selfish about it. And I agree with that. That was a selfish.
That's how you be sounding, Coach.
G just looking for crazy. He looking for anybody who say something crazy. He just gonna point. That's how you sound, Coach.
I get what you saying,
like
because you saying like you saying
that's you.
What's the point of you saying why point some shit out like that?
And their owls.
You saying why point it out because it's like all of his pointing out is gonna stir.
He a bear. What's Kanye? The Bears?
Yeah, the Bears.
He's a bear.
The Bears is crazy.
And the niggas that be doing this owl.
Hey, somebody look up and see if that shit is true. Did Chud just shoot somebody?
They said Chud shot himself.
Yeah, somebody said Chud shot somebody and shot himself.
Say what?
Cheddar Bob himself.
Cheddar Bob, huh?
Yeah, this real.
Cheddar Bob.
Look at what the person he shot, boy.
Like that a bit. Not Cheddar Bob.
All I'm saying is, well, back to the point. To the point is,
I hear you though. I feel what you're saying. It's like, why say the shit? Why even mention it?
It wasn't why say it. There's nothing wrong with saying it if there's an actual point. But
right.
The thing is, Kanye weaponizes all his shit to talk shit about black people. And that's where he's been going further. It didn't start off as bad, but it got bad and worse and worse and worse and worse. Like I watched him try to talk about what's happening in the streets as a justification for why he should be able to talk about these things. These are false equivalents.
I'm one of the few
false equivalencies.
I think I'm just one of the few black people that heard that shit and was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what niggas did? Hey, even if the choice was some bullshit, we did have a choice.
But I don't think that's the point. It's like, I don't think the point is.
That's what I heard, though.
I'm saying I think I heard the same thing, but I don't think that's the point.
I get that.
I think you have to say things, right? Listen, it don't take away from Kanye as a brilliant man or as a genius man for the things that he's did. It just makes him a dick that's never had to be accountable. The first people holding him accountable is Jewish people because black people too scared to hold him accountable.
No, that's facts.
They feel like they need that type of success. Nobody kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And the truth is he should have got his ass whooped.
Well, Van Lathan let him. He ripped him one, but he ain't really. It wasn't.
Somebody should have actually put their hands on him.
Yeah, it was worth the ass whooping for sure.
I mean, it's just a little fade.
It was definitely worth the ass whooping.
So must have defined choice
for sure. Choice is choice. Just because the choices are bad, don't mean it's not. You don't got choices. That's what the choice is.
Let's get to the conversation that we came here for. Did you see the thing with the Birdman where they was asking him? I sent it to y'all.
Oh,
did y'all see that? Shout out to the table. Did y'all see that?
The Birdman, what happened?
Where the Birdman was in Birdman was actually in church, and somebody said, "Why are you putting out music that poisons the community?"
Oh,
y'all see that?
I don't know if I seen that.
That's crazy.
Damn, I seen a bunch of them.
Somebody said that too, Birdman, while he was in church.
Yeah, and he had to answer it.
Damn,
I saw it to y'all. Hold on.
Damn,
sheesh.
I respect Birdman response. I like the Birdman response though. He was very like he responded to him. They try to cut the dude off too. They try to shut the dude mic off. He was like, "Nah, let him talk." He let the dude. He sat there and went back and forth for a second though. He said his response was a good response though.
I saw it to y'all.
Yeah,
and I really kind of am feeling some kind of way about this. Here it goes.
Damn, that's interesting.
I'm
mad I missed that. I'm mad I didn't look at this.
That's crazy.
Let me see it right now.
If you know and understand everything that is going on, why are you continuing to push out music that poisons the community? I don't feel that. I don't feel that to every speak about me in general. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I have fears of my own. I don't feel like my child will do that unrespectable. I think respect coming home. Like, you can't dictate what I do on saying my words have something to do with his kids and how he controls his life. Controlling his life will start with his parents. Right. We all can agree. Hold on one second. One moment. We're here to stop the violence. We're here to put a new mindset.
He was there to stop the violence. So Birdman went to a meeting where they were talking about, the violence.
Right.
I want to speak his mind. So what you feel, huh? Right. So we all can agree that music is very influential. Even though life in general is influential, and not just music. If you talk about life, getting up every morning, feed the children, feed your family, going to work, get that work, if you ain't got that, you gotta go get it how you get it. So you can't charge it to I love you got all kinds of substances in life, man. It's weird out there. It's really fucked up out there. You gotta be conscious about who you are and raise your kids to be better than you. Now, the issue with that is, okay, I come from a good background, all right, and both of my parents. But at the end of the day, the music the exposure to the music that is being put on the television as far as what's being control of that, homie. All right.
So here's my thing, right? Like I've had this discussion on multiple occasions, right? And there are some questions that come to mind. Why is it Black people are the only one, we're the only people that hold art in that regard? Like, how could art be the poison to the community? Like, we're not even talking about the actual issues in the community. We talking about the things that are inspired by the issues in the community.
We always get the short end. We always get the short end of the stick.
Like, does the mafia exist because the Godfather came out, or does the Godfather exist because the mafia is a real thing?
Right.
Like it's specifically, and I agree. You're right, Isis. It's not just Black people. It's specifically the wing of hip hop.
Get blamed for everything.
Like we don't never focus on. We have gotten so far past people being disenfranchised and mistreated by this country to where now we're just so convinced that, man, if the music went away, then this thing wouldn't happen. Like the music didn't inspire nothing. The biggest consumer of hip hop is suburban America. Show me where it's popping up in suburban America. No, I don't agree, Miss Hummus. Music cannot poison our youth. You being a bad parent can poison our youth.
I think what happens is that when hip hop was first started, it was being the power that it had when it first started. They realized the power that it had, and that's why that's why you get such, you say so-called meetings like they say they had about changing what the message was like there, because when we had all those conscious rappers, we
wouldn't have had no problems in the community.
No, I'm just saying the community was just moving. Nah, it was like a balance of it, but it was just moving.
I'm asking you, was the problems existing in the community?
It was always
New York murders go down. The New York
murders, we already know that was. You can say me for that. We already know it was though. We already know it was.
Let's not do that. Let's not tell that lie.
What I'm saying is
I'm just saying.
The
Let's not
message of
tell
the
that
music
lie.
was moving.
Let's not just tell that lie. Let's stop propagating that lie against other Black people.
The music that we was putting out back then was moving us to a certain direction. People was wearing certain things, wearing medallions and wearing African. It wasn't a certain way we was going with them that way.
Yes, people were fashioning themselves after the people that they like, but that didn't change that the violence
it was still
happened the same way in the community. And music does
because
not
resources were still far and few. We still had like systemic situations that was affecting.
We had even more problems,
bigger than the music, bigger than what niggas was talking.
It ain't the music that causes the problems.
Yeah,
so can also fix the problem too. So they can fix the problem at times though too, right? You can't say that.
No, no, music can make somebody feel better.
So when you make songs, so when Marvin Gaye makes the songs that he made, it wasn't fixing it. It wasn't having us come. You know what I'm saying. Those songs
you can bring unity for that moment, but it's like it's still
for a concert.
It's still systemic situations that bigger than
in which world
what a song can do.
So let me ask you a question: did the Last Supper inspire people to have Sunday dinner? Did they see the Last Supper and it was like, we're gonna have Sunday dinner? We'll spread the table out and we're gonna eat together. No. You could call in, Miss Hummus. You ain't gotta sit this out. Like y'all don't want to address the actual illness more than y'all want to address the sneeze. And I'm starting to be worried that you just live somewhere where you think the sneeze could bother you, like the germs could get on you or something. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, who thinks the runny nose is the problem, not the flu? The art is just the runny nose. The art is just the sneeze. Hip hop is the sneeze of the street urban community.
Exactly.
It's just a sneeze. It's just a runny nose.
Your son is a deeper issue.
No, definitely is.
That's bigger
how
than
did y'all
sneeze.
turn? I had a conversation with a sister on TikTok. Shout out to Sherry, who was on Sherry's platform. And the sister was telling me, well, the people, it was others. I don't even want to specifically talk about which group of people that she was saying, because it was ridiculous. But she said some others justified them using the N-word because they heard it in rap songs. And she said, that's why I shouldn't use the N-word in my language or how I speak. That's the same take that y'all saying. Y'all are convinced that people are misbehaving because they heard a song or that inspires people.
Nah. What I'm saying is that if it could be used in one way, why it won't be on the same way? And I'm saying it's used the same way the other way though too. That's what I'm saying, like within it though. So
I'm saying
so
use which way? I'm telling you, music ain't.
We was having music that was uplifting us. We had music that was uplifting us. We also had music that could bring us down though too.
Were we uplifted?
Niggas had gospel.
Or did y'all have 2,000 levels when hip hop was in its prime?
Still.
All right, bro.
I'm just saying because, like, let's get to the real of it. What's going on now?
Hey
now, Miss Hummus.
What's up, Miss
So,
Hummus?
all right. I'm not saying that the example you just used right now is I think you're looking at it from a very close point of view and not a big picture, because yeah, it is the parents' responsibility, but come on now, especially in the hood, how many parents are actually parenting their children, right? So here's my thing. You can take a young influential mind, and if they're listening to F that B, I got money, I'm going to kill my op, all day long, that impressionable mind is going to start thinking that way.
Let me ask you a question.
That impressionable mind as a kid is going to grow up to be a teenager, and it's going to grow up to be an adult.
Let me ask you something, Miss Hummus. Let's take away the hypotheticals.
Okay.
You ever knew somebody that heard a song and they decided they was going to kill somebody?
Okay. I'm going to use myself as an example.
So
when
yes.
I used to be in my little
well, I don't want you to incriminate yourself for that murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on now. Hold on, Miss Hummus.
I hear when Miss Hummus slid on somebody.
Hold on, Miss Hummus.
No,
hold on, Miss Hummus.
Hold on, Miss Hummus.
Hold on, Miss Hummus.
We're going to change your name to Miss Draco.
Hold on, Miss Hummus. Don't start telling on yourself.
Back in my day, I'm not. Just listen. Back in my day, we would put Bone Thugs and Harmony on before we went and did what we did.
Did what?
And it got us drunk and it got us high.
Miss Hummus, you can't be telling about what you did.
Right, did what we
Miss
did.
Homicide, what you over here? What you?
Miss Homicide.
Miss Homicide.
Miss Homicide is crazy.
Yo.
All I'm saying is if the parents are not there raising their kids, which a lot of the times they can't, and especially in neighborhoods that are, poverty-stricken, these kids are going to listen to this music. Now, is it the only thing? No, because there's also
not even a single thing.
Environmental factors. Yes,
well, I mean,
because
to be honest, Miss Hummus, by these standards, then that means before hip hop, we never had any of this type of violence that still goes on with hip hop being a thing.
Come on.
So, for example, give me one thing that's unique to hip hop's perspective. Like since hip hop became a thing and the records came out in the 80s and then you got gangster rap. So what started, let's say in 1990, that was never happening on any scale before?
But you guys said it too, hip hop is a representation of our street urban culture, right?
But I'm asking you, so give me something that was happening. So give me something happening in street urban communities that started happening in 1990 once the music became a thing.
Right.
That's exclusive to that time.
You know how long ago that was? For me?
I know this.
I know you, but me and you both grown enough to remember if things changed.
Right.
Miss Homicide.
So what about F the police? You know, like NWA affected any kind of movement at all when it came to the police?
That was a sneeze.
It was in a positive way, but it still affected a movement.
No, because nigga, the police whooped the shit out of Rodney King 5 years later.
I know that.
Okay, Miss Hummus, do you have children? You have children, Miss Hummus?
I have 3 grown boys.
Okay, and do you think them growing up, did they ever listen to any gangster rap at all?
No, just regular hip hop.
Just regular hip hop. Okay, so me, I have some sons, and they all listen to gangster rap, and they all did all that kind of stuff. All my sons, go to college. Oh well, the 2 that can go to college, they go to college. My sons got masters. They engineers. They successful young men. And if they were to have strayed off the trail, and I blamed it on gangster, how would I look if I said my son became a drug dealer and I said it's because he listens to that gangster music? Would I seem like a guy who was ready to take accountability for me not doing my job as a father, or would I seem like a guy who's trying to pass the buck on the.
He keep listening to gangster.
He keep listening to gangster music. Do nothing about like when do you as a parent take accountability for your actions and be like, all right, I probably could have done that a little better.
Or when does?
But that's why I said in those type of poverty-stricken neighborhoods, how many people are actually parenting? So how about this? How about it's not the only cause?
I grew up in a poverty-stricken area.
Hold on, Miss Hummus. Hold on, I got you, Miss Hummus.
Listen to gangster rap every day.
So why would the music be the most influential on the people that can't afford it most versus people going outside, right? Where the inspiration for the art is there versus the people who don't have the actual inspiration for the art there and then just digesting the music.
Okay, let me ask you something, Coach.
Okay,
let's just say you didn't parent the way that you did, right? Your kids are coming up listening to all this Gucci Man, all that crap, all that stupid rapping that they were doing.
Right.
You don't think that that's going to make your kids like look at materialistic things in a different light than it would if they hadn't listened to stuff? Or you don't think that it's going to affect your kids to look at women in a different way? It's going to affect them on some level.
Miss Amish, you answered your own question with your question. You said if I didn't parent the way I did, I'm gonna do my job. And I think that if you don't do your job as a parent, that's you. Like you can't blame it on gangster rap. You got to be a parent.
Especially when the biggest consumer of gangster rap is not us.
Right.
Like I didn't have to listen to. I'm from Compton. I grew up in Compton and watched my whole life. Trust me, NWA had nothing to do with what was happening. Matter of fact,
they were just talking about what was happening.
Niggas looked at them kind of like whatever. niggas didn't look at like the community is the inspiration for the music.
That part.
To be honest, we consume the music the least, right? Our life is the inspiration for the music. Like you don't get Snoop Dogg without the life. You don't get NWA without what's happening.
Right.
Like they're not it wasn't like Compton, right, was this great place. And then here are some guys projecting this made up imagination and then it changed. No, we have to deal, right, Miss Hummus, with what's happening. Like hip hop is the CNN. Imagine you being upset at the news because they're covering a story. They're covering a mentality.
Man. And then you blame the news for the war.
How don't you decide?
Crazy.
Damn, we need to go fix that. Damn, that's what's happening there. How are you mad at the artist? How dare you tell us what's happening in your community?
Right.
How dare you show us the mentality of the way you guys want to behave to survive? What are y'all talking about? Like, this is ridiculous.
And then another thing, Miss Summers, when you're saying poverty-stricken areas, I grew up in a poverty-stricken area. I feel like the majority of us on this panel right now grew up in poverty-stricken areas, and I've known some of the best parents in those areas. Like I've had not only was my mother and my father strong, great parents, but the parents that my friends had were strong, great parents. They had good. I don't know why you say poverty-stricken areas and they're not parenting. They're parenting. You know how many black people have made it out of these poverty-stricken areas and became lawyers and I
said a lot of times, Coach. Truth in the details. I said a lot of times. I didn't say all the time.
I mean, you said a lot of times. I think that's unfair to say a lot of times because, and then you got to go back and look at some of these other guys who, because if we want to really get on a systemic racism, we can really get on that. Some of these people that are getting in trouble and saying that they have done certain shit in these poverty-stricken areas, did they really do it? What did they really do? Did they get held to the same standard that some of these white boys that mess up and do shit that they've gotten put to jail for multiple years?
Right.
They get a little smack on the wrist, and now we look at these guys as bad apples, even though what they did, shoplift, they get 7 years.
Bullshit.
So I'm saying, like, we got to talk about more than just rap music. We got to talk about systemic racism. We got to talk about accountability as parents. We can't sit here and talk about no rap music. If you let rap music raise your children, and then you are a piece of shit parent.
Okay, so raising nobody's kids.
Let me ask you this.
Rap music is not raising nobody kids in the ghetto. We are you don't get the music without us. We're the reason you have the music.
The music is even there.
Why did Dot say watch the party die? And he said that I'm trying to teach these youth something else, a different message. Riddle me that. What is the message he's trying to show them? If music doesn't affect our youth, why is he trying to show them a different message?
No, he's giving them the message from his perspective. It doesn't null and void. First off, we talk about a party. We talking about the way a bunch of people, okay, let's say right now, right, we're talking about the people that's leading the party. Let's talk about that song as an idea.
Okay.
He's talking about the people leading the party. It's a bunch of people wearing purses that are men at the party.
Exactly.
Where is that happening at in the streets?
Merces.
I see jigaboos.
Show me. I've been to Atlanta a million times since Thug and them been out. I never seen a group of guys from the street wearing dresses.
Man.
Okay.
I never saw a group of guys.
Explain myself well enough. I don't blame it on old school hip hop, but I do think that this little period that we went through with all this fake, whatever. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm talking about. It did influence our youth.
I don't think it influenced.
It probably made it tougher for the parents.
Listen,
but you still got to be on your parents.
Do I think some people saw that and started painting their nails? Sure. I'm not disagreeing. Do I think some people saw that and started wearing skirts or purses? Sure.
All right.
Do I think somebody heard a song and then they got fouled and on the basketball court? Is that a movement of people where, you know what, like, I got a bad grade, I'm going to do this? Like, no, I don't think those. I think y'all are being ridiculously hard on spaces that black people dominate in. Imagine us blaming John Wick for every white murder.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Like, some of this is ridiculous. Like, I get what we're trying to accomplish, but we need to address the problem which is going on in the community, not the art that it is reflecting. Like, this is a simple task. Never in the history of art has art been blamed for inspiring the problem.
Man. And you know what the crazy thing is? Me growing up in where I grew up at, and I listen to rap, I honestly looked at it like a mirror to my situation. I never looked at it like something that was
what I need to do.
Yeah, like I need to go do this. I'm like, I see this every day. I'm looking at this every day, and I'm looking at and I honestly, this is gonna sound crazy. I honestly looked at my movies and honestly thought about that shit more like, oh man, I might.
These niggas crazy.
Yeah, like this
niggas right there.
Shit, maybe we need to start moving like them. Like, you know. So I honestly might have been a little more inspired by some shit, my movies. Than I thought. When I listened to all that rap, man, I used to go to sleep listening to this shit, and it used to be just kind of like me taking a walk outside sometimes. Like, all right.
Yeah, like, that's what I don't get what y'all said, Ms. Hummins. As somebody that grew up in those exact environments that raised those people, right? They did not lead what was happening. Don't stop calling, Breezy. They did not lead what was happening. They were just telling y'all what was happening with us.
Yeah.
They became our voice to say, this is what my people is going through. And y'all are like, why are you telling us about what your people going through? So my kids might hear it. Deal with your fucking kids.
Let's just say it doesn't, it's not the cause, but it can influence. It can. I'm not saying it does. I said it can influence a young child's mind. Because what you're saying is absolutely right.
Well, then the parent got to make sure that kid don't hear that.
I'm saying, yes, art runs the risk of art runs the risk of having an effect. But again, that's the price of art.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't silence our art.
Hey, Miss Summers.
That's true.
And Miss Summers, I'm gonna ask this in complete confidence that you did a great job. I don't know anything about your children, but you call in enough, and I've heard you speak enough to know that you would probably be a great parent. And like your 3 sons, I'm assuming that they are upstanding, great young men.
That middle one's a terror, and he's in and out of prison. But that's I'll talk to y'all later.
Miss Summers, that was Miss Homicide that rummed off on him.
He was listening to that gangster music.
Man. Got here.
He was listening to that gangster music.
I'm just saying, like, I just think it's odd that this one specific art sector of all the arts historically in the world,
man,
it's not true. It's not true.
Tell me another art sector that ever got blamed.
Rock and roll was looked at a certain way at one point. You can't say that,
but
bro.
Trap, even though Miss Summers just said her middle child in and out of prison, and you didn't let him listen to no rap music.
That's true.
Was he listening to rock and
roll? Rock and roll was being said.
You know what they did? They actually pushed back, and then the white people got it together and realized it was ridiculous. So why are we repeating the same rhetoric?
No, you're absolutely right. But you are right. You always change my mind. Oh, you get on my nerves.
I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying, can we blame the issues?
It does have a
really blame the issues. Right.
Can we blame the issues? Can we stop blaming the art reflecting the issues?
Man.
That's all I'm asking. I know that's a little hard. It's easier to have the lesser accountability and oh, you know what? If the rappers didn't exist, the problems wouldn't exist. As crazy as it sounds.
Some of the worst atrocities happened prior to hip hop. Some of the
know,
worst
if it wasn't
atrocities
for those goddamn rappers,
towards
no
the
way
black
our
people.
communities would be peaceful.
And our communities happened before hip hop.
I think it just boils down to at some point we gotta stand accountable for what for what is being put out there. So if the energy is being put out there to have people, you know what I'm saying, it don't gotta actually make them do it, but it could be the soundtrack to what's going on, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think again, to keep arguing with the soundtrack instead of addressing the movie. It makes no sense unless you're being selfish. Unless you're being selfish. If somebody is sneezing about to die, and you're like, well, don't sneeze, cover your mouth. Bro, like there's a community of people sneezing about to die, and all you focusing on is sneezing.
You sneezing
your
on
fear
niggas.
of dying.
Right. You ain't worried
it's like,
about
bro, let's go. We got drilled 12, 13 years ago, Trap. It made none of us collectively come together and say, wait a minute, these little kids getting access to guns? Hey, man, we need to go in there and work. You know what we did? Like chicken shit ass Americans. Oh, you know what? You guys should stop making music about your circumstances. How dare you use art to express and deal with the therapy of the shit that's happening? How dare you tell us about what's happening?
I would never sit there and say, yo, listen, have somebody stop making it right there though. But when you put in that type of vibration out on the forefront though, and you have the other vibration that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, that's putting another message on the back burn that's not getting mentioned. Like, why are we mentioning drill so much?
Why are we talking about the messages versus realizing that hip hop gave us Trap the benefit to figure out what's going on with some young niggas in Chicago? All
right.
That's the point of hip hop.
Calm down.
It's like they letting us know what's going on, and we
why the fuck are we not
demonizing
them
for telling us what's going on?
Why are we mad at the drill rappers instead of the violence?
Instead of seeing,
why is America more outraged and trying to figure out how to solve the problems, but we trying to silence the artists? That shit is dumb.
You know, America.
Then you got to realize why they talking about Chicago. Why they focusing? Why is the industry more focused on Chief Keef than they focus on Lupe Fiasco though? You got to ask that question right there though too.
Because the same reason that they've been focused on old westerns, same reason they've been focused on Dick Tracy, same reason they've been focused on Al Capone, same reason they focus on every outlaw. Because outlaws are a percentage. Why y'all don't go to church? Why is the church not the same size as the Madison Square Garden? Don't ask questions that's ridiculous.
So far, nigga.
Why do y'all go for entertainment?
Not in New York, they in some places though.
I'm saying why they don't have as many.
And they Trap. Hey, let's just be honest. Lupe Fiasco did have his day though. He did have his time.
Why is the club more popular?
Drill came along and Lupe Fiasco went like this.
I mean, but you got to make better. You got to make better music.
It's not the music. It's not about if the music is good or bad.
I'm sorry, man.
Listen, it's not about the music. Let me ask you a question.
I love Lupe Fiasco as an artist, but I mean as a rapper. But some of that
Why do people order more hamburgers than salad?
I don't want to hear it no more.
You know McDonald's got salad too. Why are you
asking
this question?
Because they're giving it out cheaper. That's why.
So then at that point, so what do you ask?
Burger at McDonald's is more, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than a salad from what's in it. So now, if this music right here is gonna make you feel better right here, we're gonna put this one out here more often and push this one right here. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the balance is off. The balance is off. It ain't no off
balance. The problem is the world has been in love with outlaws since its inception. Jesus was an outlaw. Martin Luther King is an outlaw. Malcolm X is an outlaw. Trap. Hold up. Bonnie and Clyde's an outlaw.
Outlaws.
John Gotti's an outlaw. How many more niggas named Gotti versus how many niggas named Moses?
Why is the balance off though?
The balance ain't off. What's off is niggas trying to actually rebel, and they're finding the most rebellious spirited person they know, and they want to epitomize that person. That's like, okay, why you ain't the nigga that was on the slave that just did it for 40 years? That was just cool about it. He was just picking his cotton, doing his numbers, and that shit was fire. Why you not celebrating that person? Why you celebrate the lady that was trying to break everybody out? Why you celebrate any outlaw? Why you don't celebrate the motherfucker that was just picking his cotton, just getting through the day? That master didn't have no problem. You know why? Because everybody's an outlaw. Because America celebrates outlaws.
Jesus was outlaw.
Thanks.
You see what happened when he went to the church? And they was changing the money in the church and shit, making people charge all that money to pray and shit. He chased them with a broom. Yep. Right now, we praise Jesus for that shit. You know what the country did to him in real time? Hung him. They went and told on him. They went and told the Roman government, hey, this nigga think he walking around here like he God. All because he chased them people out of church with a broom. Why we praise him? The balance is not off. Y'all got to stop being in love with outlaws and stop being jealous that people's in love with outlaws. If you not, that's your bad. If you want to, go find you a nigga that's co-opting with the program. It's a ton of niggas that's going with the program. Don't be mad and jealous because somebody appreciates a fucking outlaw.
So you said Jesus was an outlaw?
You fucking know he was.
He wasn't a messenger? He wasn't a messenger?
No, that's how what niggas say now.
Okay. He was
Did they call him a messenger when they hung him on the cross?
He was flipping tables.
He's up there.
They was pushing against his message. They was pushing against his message.
No, they wasn't pushing. How many people you got was pushing against his message?
Did with Lupe just now. Didn't like that. Same way.
No, hey, Trap. I'm just saying, Lupe just ain't. I'm gonna be honest with you. At some point, records matter too, though. Like at some points, you got to make a good record. Like, cause when Jesus Walks came out, like what was wrong with that? Like that shit flew. Everybody loved Jesus Walks.
Y'all gotta stop acting like niggas don't want to listen because it's positive.
Like, yeah, man.
That's not true.
There's a bunch of Christian people out right now doing shit that niggas love.
You either got it or you don't. Don't be jealous of the outlaws.
I'm just saying, like,
yo, what's the last McCray? What's the last McCray song you heard?
Over here, y'all celebrate no. Y'all celebrate no Sammy and shit. Sammy just pick his cottons every day. Sammy. It's a ton of nigga for 50 years picked this cotton.
I'm just saying, Trap. Hey, what's I
like Drogas. I like Drogas Wave. I like the other album he came out with, the drill album he came to Loop. I like all Lupe albums. I listen to all Lupe albums.
Trap, what's that little freaky dude name?
Hold on, let me ask one more question because I know Breezy's trying to call in, right? You said that, and we've talked about this, the way music makes us feel, right? Remember I called in with a J. Cole and I was like, I don't feel anything, right? When you about to do your bound chicka wow wow, the R&B kind of sets the mood, right? So music can affect and influence.
I got one better than that, Miss Hummus.
I don't think
every time they work out, what kind of music you put music on, right?
Exactly.
You don't work out without music on, right?
But I don't think we're talking about music swaying your mood.
Can I say this too?
Circumstances.
And why we act? I don't understand why we act like babies wouldn't be getting made if there was no R. Kelly or something like that. Like people get horny, Miss Hummus.
Like they just start making kids when R. Kelly came out.
I be horny with no music on. I could be in the dark with no music playing, and I don't need music to get horny. Like I be horny and then turn the music on. I be like, oh man, you know,
I ain't no ball chicken wow wow music in a long time.
Like, even when niggas go do shit, they be like, all right, hey, we gotta go put in work, and then they turn the music on. They don't turn on the music and be like, hey, it's work time. Like, no, they be like, hey, it's time to go do some shit. Hey, it's turn this. Niggas are who you are. You are who you are.
That's your vibe already.
Right. Hey, music ain't turning niggas into no wild.
All I'm saying is I don't think we're debating if music has influence. I think we're debating if music is creating the circumstances that people are living their lives in.
I don't think that music is doing that.
So what y'all got to do is back up. Stop finding poor black people, poor black creations to blame as the reason that black people struggling in America when historically black people have struggled in America. And it's been the same street violence since we've been here. Once we got off, motherfuckers start having their own problems because they fighting over limited resources and limited opportunities. That's what anybody in the streets. It's the same when the first Irish people came here. Guess what was first? The mob. Jewish people came here. They had mafias and all that shit. And the same with Italians. They had the mafia. Why is it the same thing? Why is the same thing in East LA and you don't hear this same ridiculous rhetoric?
Man.
This is a ridiculous rhetoric made to blame black people for the circumstances of what's happened to the black people in America.
Shit, for everything.
You're right.
They blame
You're
us
right,
for
Glasses.
everything.
I'm not saying music, Ms. Hummus, don't have influence. I'm not saying I can't put on this song when I'm mad at this nigga and it's gonna pump me up more to go pop this nigga. But guess what, Ms. Hummus? Niggas was doing drive-bys to war.
Yeah, the oldest,
man, for sure.
Niggas was doing drive-bys to the Isleys.
I mean, not for sure like that.
Al Capone and them was popping shit through windows with Tommy guns and drive-bys when they was listening to talk radio.
And that's a good statement. I'm wondering, the mafia is one of the most brutal organizations of all time, and we never talk about their music. We never be like, hey, they listening to
in Mexico. They have corridos. In Mexico, they have corridos. Nobody be like, man, the reason motherfucking killer because they got the corrido song, them narco corridos, and now the violence. What are y'all talking about? The music exists because the violence exists. Like, could we stop finding a way to blame black people for the same struggles in America? I'm telling you, Miss Hummus, they was just saying that to me. They was like, Glasses, if you stop using the N-word, then they won't. So you mean to tell me somebody lying to you and you feel like if I stop doing what I'm doing naturally, right, then, okay, that's going to, how that makes sense? If a white person calling you nigga,
man,
right? If a white person calling you nigga, they be like, well, I'll be listening to rap songs. Y'all use it. And then you mad at the rappers. That's what y'all are doing. Like they ain't been calling us niggas for 400 years before a rap song came out.
Imagine every black person stop using the word nigga and white people look around and be like, hey, we can't use it no more.
Nigga.
Yeah, all right. You know what?
They don't use it. We're not going to use it no
y'all
more.
respect yourself. We gonna finally respect y'all.
Chud,
what is wrong with y'all?
Chud gonna be like, I can't say that no more.
How dare you?
Man.
They
don't say it. They don't say it.
Let me put my bear spray.
They're not on that one. No, you're right. You're right, Coach and G and Sega. You guys are right. Y'all opened my eyes. Plus the chat did. I see what you're saying. That makes sense. I think I was just looking at it from a different viewpoint, a different vantage point.
Shout out to L Flex. He said, have you guys ever heard of war drums? Drums stir up the energy. Because they going to war.
They're going to war, man. That's the whole
ain't
thing.
Nobody played the drums. They was like, you know what, let's start a war because I heard them drums.
They heard the drums and then the war started.
That's not, bro, like,
they
what are
went to
y'all
war
doing?
and said, hey, drummers go out, let's
You
get
can't get mad that some music, niggas was doing this to Flashlight. Do you understand Flashlight was the biggest game banger song in the 70s and 80s? Flashlight, not in WA. Flashlight will get you beat up. Flashlight, flashlight. That's a fighting song.
Yeah, like
I'm just saying, can we stop having this anti-black conversation in 2026? That's all I'm asking. Because it's for some reason it's only blamed at us. It's only anti-black. It's only us. We the only people do that. Everybody else celebrate their street urban culture and let them be accountable. They got a museum. They got a museum in Vegas right now. I'm going to go see it.
Man.
They have a museum. Ain't nobody out there protesting the museum.
Let me know when you go. I got to go to Vegas. I got to go make me a trip out there.
Nobody, you know what? You guys made this movie. Like nobody is doing that. Nobody is blaming the art that come out of any other people.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Except this anti-black rhetoric.
Yeah.
They'll blame colors, but won't blame God.
Niggas said they got the war drums. Nigga, they going to war.
They act like they
like
playing
if they
the
didn't have
drums
the
first.
drums, they wouldn't go.
Niggas wake
you know
up
what?
like,
We can't go now. The drummer's
time.
sick. Niggas ain't going. We're going to have to wait a couple of days because
Like,
we can't get the energy to go to war.
Right.
What is wrong with y'all, man? Like, you don't see the connection right there? Listen, Miss Hummus, the nigga said, you know, what you think war drums? You think it's the energy? Nigga, they going to war.
They going to war.
I know.
That's the whole music. They put that music.
Oh, you know what?
on.
Let me stop playing the drums. Now war is over. So all we got to do is get rid of drums and there's no more war. Think about how ridiculous that sounds.
Yeah. If
we get rid of the drum, take away all their drumsticks. Remove all the leather hides. Just burn all the drums. Burn all the drums and we will never have war. If we get rid of hip hop, what do y'all think? What do y'all do?
Nigga.
That ain't happening.
Then
I won't let that happen. Me and you.
Listen, we got rid of every gangster rap song.
You gonna be in the front line.
Shout out to Lex. This is dangerous. Stop simplifying. No, y'all stop blaming black people for your fucking the problems that America been causing y'all whole life.
Yeah. Anti-lynching bills still ain't been passed.
When this same shit been happening for all this time.
Still redlining, still, and it's more shit being created.
Like,
as
what
we
the
speak.
fuck did hip hop start? Y'all lied and said hip hop started. Hip hop ain't started nothing.
Yeah, that's confusing to me. Like anytime we have an issue, there's a large pocket of black people that want to get together and start dissecting ourselves and shit. Like, black people. How do we stop this issue?
Like, nigga.
You know what?
Like systemic racism is not happening. Like that don't exist.
Never had
Let's go past.
That's the reason they say nigga because they hear you say it on rap records.
Maybe
what
should
made
stop
the white
nigga.
people say nigga?
Maybe we should stop rapping.
What song did they hear? Did they hear African Jam from the 1500s? They was over there like, nigga.
Maybe we should stop.
Got a new word for them.
Stop dancing so aggressively.
Right. What made them?
It's ballroom. Like I don't like why everything is
what rap
is our
song?
fault.
All right, Miss Hummus, I'm on you.
Thank you, Miss Hummus.
Really
Appreciate you.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Who is this, Breeze?
This Jackie, J. Cool like that.
All right, what up now? What's happening?
Hi, Cole.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Sega.
What up?
What's up?
I was calling because, in my opinion, all this violence that we have in this country is from the white people, the oppressors. I believe when we were brought over here as slaves, we didn't know all that. Everything we learned from them beating us, them terrorizing us, and everything else that they did to us.
rap music, in my opinion, is just us expressing what is going on to us through the systemic racism and everything else that they've done to us. That's my view of it.
I don't want to just say that. I think we had a tribal thing going on before white people were in existence.
Yeah.
I think humans, since it's been two, have been fighting.
For sure.
Yes, yes.
And it's just, I don't know why humans can't get along. I don't know. This would be a whole nother conversation, right? It's a whole nother conversation about why humans don't get along. But I do think in this conversation, it's ridiculous to blame art.
Yes, I think so also.
Right.
Because we don't blame movies.
It's the easy out.
Like The Godfather is my favorite movie, but that didn't make me want to go out and become a mob boss.
You didn't go get on, try to get on. They didn't you to go down there and put in your application at the local pub.
You want to go? You weren't trying to go be Michael?
You didn't try to go get on,
man.
No.
You didn't try to go. You didn't try to go join the Gambini family.
I'm from Detroit. Well, I don't know. Hey, we gangster in Detroit still. We don't
try to get made.
What was y'all local mafia? What y'all have like? The which family?
We had the Earl Flynn's were our gang here in Detroit. Like
no. What's y'all mafia? Because I know y'all had a mafia. What was y'all mafia clique?
Oh, I don't know what our mafia
clique
was.
They didn't invite you after you watched the movie. You didn't just get pumped up and run down there. You saw you to go. You didn't go buy you no suits.
I'm about to go join them.
You didn't buy you no suits and come out as shit. Just start eating spaghetti and shit and talking about veal. You didn't do that.
No. I didn't do none of that. None of that. In fact, it was very informative. If you not just the violence part. If you can look at The Godfather, it's more than just violence. It shows you how families operate, in my opinion, and it's more deeper than the violence. I think look at things.
I'm with you. I think cowards kind of use this as a reason to explain what's wrong, right? Because they don't know. So their natural instinct is to be like, oh, I have to be scared, so I gotta blame something. You feel me? And it's like even now people are like, what's different? Movies and music is not different. Like you can't I do think people started Crip gangs in different states because they saw the movie Colors. The problem is they already had gangs. Like these things exist, minus the moniker. Right. Gangs existed in Los Angeles before Crips and Bloods. The title doesn't matter.
Right.
In all of these communities, the first street gangs in Los Angeles were in East LA. White Fence, Matavia. Them the first two gangs. And it's the first gang beef. There was no movies that inspired them brothers, them people, to start their shit.
That's just like the Black Panthers. You can look at them as a gang, in my opinion. Yeah. They were created to stop the police violence against their communities, the people in their communities. And that's the same thing like here in Detroit. The Earl Flynn's and people like that back in the 70s. I was born in 69. So in the 70s, we had those kind of people protecting us.
Yep.
Just like how the Black Panthers did in other places, LA, New York, wherever else they were, Maryland and everywhere else. So that the rap music made me did shit just don't work for me. The movie made me did this don't work for me.
That's right.
I'm sorry, it just don't.
We love you to death. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
I just think this is a weird place to find a way. It's such anti-Black rhetoric.
Man.
ISIS, even then, sometimes people go too far. Like right now, gangs protect you now. Like if you came on the 7, when I'm on the 7 every day doing my thing, ISIS, you couldn't just mess with somebody that wasn't from the neighborhood. You couldn't just mess with a regular person. Like it depends on the person. The culture of gangs does not to say trip on anybody walking down the street. But there are some people that gangs empower that misuse their power.
We're only having this conversation because it's about Black people.
That's it.
Like in any race, any other culture,
they would never have this conversation.
We would never have this conversation. I mean,
Facts.
violence has the inception of humans. There was violence. Like
I don't
violence,
know why people just want to fight.
It's just violence.
Shit,
violence happens, bro. Show me 10 people, I'm gonna show you some violence.
Exactly. I try to negotiate problems for people, but sometimes people just want to fight. And I'm not finna argue with y'all about fighting all the goddamn time. I don't got time for this shit. You either know how to conduct yourself and speak to a place, or you're gonna come to blows, or you're gonna come to gunshots.
Right.
As long as you with the accountability of it, I don't got nothing. Black, what's up?
Man, what's good, man?
Tell me something.
I just called in and get my little 2 cents, man. I said, growing up, I grew up in a middle class family, so like my folks like say instilled to me, hey, look, man, like you do X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? Protect yourself, you need to, all that. But like I said, art, music, like it's just music, you know what I'm saying? It's a person's move, make your move go up and down, stuff like that. But you know, you can't say that, like you said, you can't say this made me do that. Like you had to do whatever you did when you did. You know what I'm saying? The music ain't make you do it. Now, I mean, it can't juice you up, but that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, the music did it. You still had to do the action. Cause like I said, but you know, when I said growing up, like, hey, we some head busters, knuckles you buck, throw it up, ain't no more playing GA. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas finna get going. Like, when they go, like, it's gonna be guaranteed every time they play, something happen. So, but at the end,
again, my older homies will tell you, that's Flashlight in the 70s and 80s. When Flashlight came out, man, they'll stop just popping and shit. They keep trying to. It's almost like it's no way you could be from this shit and think the shit that these people be thinking. There's no way you grew up in Chicago and thought to yourself, drill music is the inspiration of the violence.
And can we be honest? Right. We all know niggas. It don't matter what song is coming on in that motherfucker. They gonna start fighting. Like we all have homeboys to where we going out. We be like, this nigga probably gonna get into a fight today. Yeah. Like it don't matter what songs come on. I have homeboys that woke up and told me when they woke up, hey, I feel like scrapping today. And I be like, God damn, like that.
Getting to the fight.
Yeah, you know these niggas gonna be on some bullshit.
Yes, you know he's about to be on bullshit. Like,
try to leave that nigga home.
It don't matter. Nothing they came on. That was just a reason. Like,
right,
I was gonna scrap anyway.
Back in the 70s, bro, if a nigga would have got it cracking, pointing to eyes of brother shout, bro, nah, hell no, bro. You ain't finna shoot.
You had some homeboys that already had their mind. If something went wrong in this party, nigga look at me wrong, they asking what, bro?
Fuck what song playing.
Don't fuck what song we're playing, nigga. Staying alive could come on, nigga.
The problem is
the opposite of that's happening tonight.
The problem is, Keenan, why that could be true, music could start a fight because of energy. But the problem is, before there was hip hop, there was music starting fights.
Come on.
So what y'all want to do? Y'all don't want no music? Like what y'all like Dr. Cocktail and Demolition Man? Why don't y'all just play a bunch of Taco Bell jingles?
Man. It was damn sure fighting in Greece.
Man,
you know
bro, them people made a business out of people fighting to the death in Greece.
Fighting everywhere, Trap.
It's all kind of
there's violence everywhere.
Football is violent.
Every violence, every part
of life.
I
always say football gonna be looked upon like gladiators. I mean, look at gladiators. Years ago, like that. That's how football gonna look upon.
Oh yeah, you play the right song before you get ready to go out. You're gonna ready to go kill somebody.
If you want to see some shit, watch the Dodgers play against the fucking Giants.
Yeah, right.
Them motherfuckers be there wearing Giants and Dodgers outfit, and I don't give a fuck what you play. The Michelob kick in and shit. The fucking Heineken's kick in. Squabble. I don't give a fuck.
Squabble.
So even them said why they use music while fighting. Who the fuck cares, L Flex? The problem is the fight. Stop worrying about the fucking music. Right. You're not gonna cure nothing in the black community or in any ghetto because you take away music.
And only because we black. Let a white person wake up on the wrong side of the bed. 10,000 niggas might die that day. Like, ain't listen to no music. Like, why black people always gotta get
or some kids.
I'm telling you, man, this whole hip hop argument, like drill music is psyop funded. That shit is anti-black talk. I know y'all niggas hate black people. Straight up. And if you mad if it's hard, Lord knows if a black person willing to die for what he believe in or willing to kill for what he believe in, his friends and his energy, you can't understand it because you just pussy. You can't understand it because you just pussy. And it's not that you won't do it because you smart. You don't understand it because you ain't willing to kill and die over nothing. Maybe your family. I don't know. And I doubt that for most of y'all.
Right.
So you don't get it. When I hear them little dudes in Chicago, I understand their allegiance to their friends. I understand their vigor towards their fucking enemy. No different than a soldier at war.
Singing Yankee Doodle, nigga.
And this is how disingenuous this music shit
Same
is.
type shit.
Is that you could ask majority of any black person in fucking America, if they see 5 brothers roll up, listen to gangster rap music, and you see 5 white boys come up listening to some of that bullshit, that yeah, who you about to be more scared of? Like you, them goddamn white boy, you about to be like, oh, they body awesome.
Like, what?
Yeah, them niggas. Hey, pack up, guys. Just go and get up out of here. These niggas come. Mass shooting about to happen. 9 o'clock, nigga. Like,
how they be sounding, Glasses? How they be sounding, Glasses?
That's crazy.
Let 5 white boys no hair come up and listen to that shit. Every black people about to start looking around like, hey, get on guard, nigga. We might need to whip their ass, or we might need
to whip these motherfuckers' ass.
Yeah, we might need to beat on their ass.
Sound like a
no one is confident. It's not people low key hate hip hop. It's a lot of black people confidence that hate black people, and that's really the truth. It's a lot of black people that hate black people.
They hate themselves.
You watch it online all the time. They be like, "It's a difference between black people and niggas."
Yeah.
Same that nigga hate black people.
That should be crazy too.
Like,
it's a lot of black people that hate black people, and they think they better.
Man.
They be like, "Well, you know,
man,
you just one of the good ones." Like them white folks will tell you, and then call you a nigga behind your back.
Do you understand if a white person call you one of the good ones, you know how hurt you should be?
Exactly. And that's y'all problem. Y'all too busy trying to be the good ones.
Man.
Nobody respect that shit.
You should what? Kill your damn self. I mean, unalive yourself. Nigga, trust me. Believe me, right? Hey, we soon most black people hear that shit coming down the street.
Crazy.
You gonna be like, hey,
wait a minute.
Y'all the type of scared of the God kids.
Hey, what's that?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, who am I
Hi,
speaking
everybody. Little Bitty.
Little Bitty, what's the deal?
Hey, Little Bitty.
I don't know how to get on this conversation. It's interesting. Here's what I think. I think that the founders, this country is founded on violence, right? And I think that those people who are in charge still want to emphasize what we got going on to divert attention away from all their little ill doing, on one hand. And I think that there's of course mental health issues that everyone, no matter what the race is, has in this country at this point. Escapism, reacting to the situation. I mean, come on. I just think I can't put it on music.
Yeah, that's another point.
I like that too.
Escapism.
Little Bitty.
I mean, because they're just, think about it. These are just young people. They're just young people. And I know someone might like to be crazy or whatever, but they're just young people. They are reacting to their environment, and their environment was created by redlining. Their environment was created by, all this systemic stuff.
Preach.
Yeah.
And that's really kind of what I think kind of gets them. So for anybody to say it's music, they're out of their mind. I mean, because you can be influenced. True, I guess. But like, come on now. You have, you can control yourself. You control yourself. Like, did the music say, "Oh, get up and go do this"? No, that was a choice. So I think that's just something to think about. But it's music now.
Hey, that's a great point. Little Bitty. Hey, quick question: do you owe us some bars?
Mm-hmm.
No, Little Bitty don't owe no bars.
Oh, okay, because I remember it was somebody. Who was it? Somebody called up here owe us some bars.
Thank you, Little Bitty. We're gonna get these things.
All right, Little Bitty. My bad, Little Bitty. I'm sorry.
You tried to get it.
No, because somebody owed us some bars. I remember they were supposed to rap for us, and they was like, "Oh, next time."
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's going on? Who am I speaking with?
This is Lady T.
What's going on, lady?
Glasses Trap, Coach.
Hey, how you doing?
Please put that.
Hey, what's up?
Lady Tizzy, what's the deal?
Lady T.
Well, I just want to say this. I agree completely with Glasses on this topic. I'm from the DMV area. I called y'all the other day.
Oh, yeah.
With y'all alive. And they do the same thing with go-go music. they want to say that go-go music starts violence. No, it doesn't. Rap doesn't even start violence. It comes, look, I got 3 boys and 2 girls. My kids know every genre except rock and roll because that's just not my thing. But when you listen to the music, you have to inform your child, okay, this is just an art form. You can't go out here and live this life and think there are not going to be consequences for your actions.
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to stand down for mine because I'm that mother that I had. They've been there, done it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and been in there too. So the fact that people keep saying that rap music or go-go music influence violence, to me, is so infuriating because the same people that say it are the ones who trying to steal it. You want to make profit off it, but you just don't want black people to do it.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
The same shit with that damn white boy Jack Harlow. I swear for God, if I ever see him, I probably smack him.
Mm-hmm.
Because why you sitting here trying to look like D'Angelo or Music Soul Child? We already had that. Now you cosplaying another black man. This is perpetuated throughout the history of America.
Man.
Plain and simple. They want to talk about. You want to talk about violence? Let's start with those KK fools.
Mm-hmm. They too busy kissing their ass.
They still hanging us from trees. We just had how many young black men since Dumpy Pants got in office found young black men hanging from trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That we know that these boys ain't hanging there. So why would they go to college trying to better their life and their future to hang themselves? You think rap music or go-go did that? No, that's a group of white KKK people who don't want to see somebody advance or who are ashamed that they don't have the talent to get further. Jealousy is a hell of an addiction. It is a hell of a. It's worse than crack. I done got my dad off it. Everything. So I'm
got
telling
your dad
you,
off of jealousy or crack?
Crack.
Okay.
My father went to Vietnam. He won a Bronze Star. He came back addicted.
Man.
So that's one reason I never let my kids go into this man's military. Y'all not going there and let them start shooting shit up in you. That's not happening.
Oh, they cool with that because they can understand that gangster shit.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So and then you want to bring in the crack. If you want to talk about bad influence, start with Reagan, bringing in all the crack, putting it into our neighborhood. But nobody else is talking about how most white folk listen to rock and start shooting up heroin or doing meth.
Or schools.
Well, I was getting ready to get there. Now, I don't have no problem with all white people, but white people who stand behind the BS, if I can't run into a Karen because I'm going to get handcuffed again. I'm just going to say, I'm going to need to go GoFundMe because it's going to go down.
All right, let us get through these super chats.
You might got caller of the day right there.
Caller of the day. I don't get off the shit.
That was good.
I love that. Much love. That's a song. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Wolf Hollins. Coach Cooking. Yeah, he was on. He's mad. He mad talking that Kanye. Shout out to Tasha. Thank you for the 20 check dollars. Gentlemen. There you go, Tasha.
Yeah.
We got one for us today.
Hey,
shout out to Miss Lizzie. Thank you for $50. G, I'm on one again. Fuck yeah, and the rest of these weirdos. I'm with Coach.
Hey.
Shout out to Mika Red. Thank you for the $20 trap. Why you inviting Owls in the chat yesterday? You lucky G didn't answer the phone. Ty, love y'all. Trap loves this shit, man. He's the real problem.
That was my brother. That's my brother.
He like the Joker. He like, fuck it, let's just turn it up.
Nah, that was my brother and Dirty.
Let's burn all this money.
What's crazy is Trap is the executive y'all talking about.
What executive?
People gonna buy it though.
Nah, never, man. My brother and Dirty pull up on the live stream.
Shout out to thank you for the $5, Coach. We owe Kanye a cursing out for what we did to Taylor Swift alone in 2016.
Facts.
And I feel like the creative genius title kids need to go to die.
Facts. Exactly. Cutting off Taylor while she talking and shit.
Take her mic again.
Shout out to God. Thank you for the $2.
I can't believe it. How dare you?
That might have been the only thing he did cool in life. The only thing cool. Listen,
this nigga G, they got the Swifties on our ass.
Jesus walks. Can't tell me nothing. Yep. That's crazy.
I think all of them is good songs, but y'all got, yeah, you can hear you. Y'all got to be okay with calling out y'all favorite people.
Now he did some bullshit. I give you. You
got to stop rationalizing. It don't got to be nothing but some bullshit. Man, that was some bullshit. Now, if you don't fuck with him, that's cool. But it's okay to be like, man, that was some bullshit.
Nah, for sure.
That's how I feel like most fans should be. Like, I call out all my favorite rappers. I'll snoop in them. I'll be like, man, that was bullshit, dog. Face, that was some bullshit. Every time FaceTime, you ain't finna put out, I'm like, man, that's that bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. Put the fucking album. I don't care if you don't make no money. And then I realize how selfish I am and shit. I don't care if you don't make no money. Put out music.
Just put it out, nigga.
Ross, man, I call out all the people I like. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Shout out to Kai. Thank you for the $2. Natasha, can I be your gentleman? Ooh.
Hey.
I see at the love table.
You miss every shot you don't shoot. You miss every shot you don't shoot.
That part.
The love table.
The love table.
Right.
Miss Peachy Peachy, thank you for the $5. Chat, y'all ever seen Family Guy when Brian old Stewie? Yes.
You know I fuck with Family Guy.
That's my top 5 favorite cartoons.
Ooh, that shit might be mine too.
That nigga whooped the shit out of Brian for days. Hey, G, where's my lunch ticket? Pay up against Stewie. Thanks for reading the chats in between talks. Thanks. Hold on, let me read because I don't want that smoke.
They said they gonna do this.
Y'all kind of cheer me up today, man. I'm having a fucked up fucking week.
That nigga said, pay up
against Stewie.
Hello, G, how are you? Let me find it. I'm looking for it. Hold up.
Oh,
you better know. Check that one credit. M. Reed. Okay, I got you, M. Reed. It says text message. Yep, it accepts text message. Hold on, let me find Miss Peachy Peaches. Go through these texts. Roller, what up, dog? I'm gonna lock all y'all in this phone too. Miss Hummus, yep. Post your YouTube link, Miss Hummus. I'm sorry, I don't be going through this. You got my damn number.
Hey, while we saying birthdays and shit, man, happy belated birthday to Fatima.
Happy belated.
Happy birthday, Fatima.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Best mind in the world. Yeah, that.
Hold on. Cass, call me, Cass. I see you right now. Hold on. I'm trying to get through it. Miss Peachy Peach, there you go. See, Miss Peachy Peach, you full of it. She just sent a message now and shit. You had me think I was tripping. Let me forward it to myself and knock this out. Okay, got you. Okay. Hold on, let me text this.
Crying.
Okay. Sorry. I ain't mean to do this right, but if I don't do it now, mess up. Okay, cool. All right. Yep, that's a good point. Wolf Hollis, thank you for the $2. Damn, Coach shaking my head. Give me back my $2. Jabron Lames is funny. Shout out to G Stacks. Thank you for the $5. I think even if Drake's project is good, his sound is dated. I mean, pop music is like that. I don't know if it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pop project, and I think it's just kind of. It's hard for pop music to age because it's such a kind of with the times thing. So if he tries to lean too much into like a concept that's about him, it's not gonna go right. In my opinion, you just need to stick to the script. Just make a bunch of good records. Don't try to make it like we supposed to give 2 fucks about your life. Nigga, that ain't gonna work out. Like, just make your pop records. I mean, just make your good records. But I don't think it even matters. Like, I think so much, like, he'll be fine. He gonna move his units, but so much damage has been done. He gonna feel it forever. Shout out to J. Cool like that. Thank you for the $5. Why they always blaming black people for shit? It's this fucked up country that's creating fucked up environment conditions to us, and we speaking on it through rap. Tell them again, J. Cool like that. Damn, that's what I'm saying.
I like that.
That's the point.
I don't like the fact that we be blaming ourselves for shit.
She right. That's what niggas be doing. Shout out to Unc. What up, Unc? Thank you for the $5. It was murders, drugs, and disenfranchised folks in the hood prior to hip hop. I guess they mad because they know about it now. It should make you feel like shit because you don't do nothing about it. Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $5. Hip hop and rap inspire creativity, confidence, storytelling, and a cultural pride while reflecting real life experience and resilience. Talk to him, Breezy.
Like that.
That's like, oh, since the message came out, the neighborhood got poor. Now everybody had piss sitting in the stairs.
Man,
it would have never happened if that didn't come out.
The hood CNN, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
I got my hand on a gun because they got me on the run. He just say I turned myself in. I turned myself in because I was on the run. He didn't say that.
I hand on my gun because they got me on the run.
Shout out to Get Paid Spade. Thank you for the $10. I was in prison. Majority of my kids' upbringing, and they got to know me through my music. None of my kids bang or engage in criminal activity. Stop blaming hip hop. You heard that, man.
Wow, that was dope. That's it.
Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $2. As an artist, it is not my job to raise your kids, and it is not.
Straight up.
Raise your own goddamn kids. You had the fun making them, so raise them.
Straight up.
Shout out to Paranomsum. I like how you spelled that. Thank you for the $5. Scarface, the movie, did more than Scarface, the rapper, to me. Still, that ain't to blame for all the shit that's happened to me. Ooh, man.
Great hole.
Great hole.
Shout out to Miss Peachy Peachy. Thank you for the $10. G. B-Man's situation was 10 years ago in Opalaka 305. He was there to sponsor kids. Mine, too. Adults fucked it up. Offered great help, never came back or help because what you saw. I recorded on my camcorder back then. Damn. Shout out to Coco Blueberry. Thank you for the 3-month membership. Music has influence on fashion, behavior, and slang. There are artists with bad Jew that also have influence, i.e. drug use and glorification. I definitely agree, but again, you got to have some accountability. If people rapping about being on drugs, that's just an art.
Right.
Like, imagine somebody painted a picture of somebody shooting heroin. Like, you can't blame the picture.
Right.
Like, what's going in people's mind that's making them want to do these things? Like, we got to get to the real problem and stop blaming the artistic expression of what people think or how they feel or the world that they creating, unless they make it out of nowhere.
Right.
Shout out to Creative Energy. Thank you for the $2. The labels know deaf is lucrative. They pushed it. Why y'all buying deaf? That's the real question. I think y'all got to start. Here's the real accountability. Why are you so intrigued with it?
Why can't they even sell it? Right.
Why is NWA so big in the suburbs?
Why can't they even sell that shit?
You know what's big in the community? You know what's big in the community? Escapism. Everybody's trying to get out. The reason drug music is so big in the community is because people trying to escape, right? So a lot of that is different. But ask yourself this: why is the world so in love with it?
Shit, that's the reason.
How is it selling? Why would that sell?
That's the reason why drugs so big in the community.
But that's not even like that's just how it goes though. It's like why you got amusement parks for? Why people get on roller coasters? It's the excitement of the thriller. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
So then why are you upset that amusement parks exist through black music?
Right.
No, I don't think it's amusement. I want to put the music. I want to put it as black as amusement park. You know what I put hip hop as being like no offense not to. I'm not gonna say it because I said it before. And I ain't like the way it came across though. But it's like it's like when somebody goes in the safari to go to to go see wild or some shit like that though. But don't want to go out there though. You don't want to go out.
They don't want the animal to really get them. Right.
You're gonna be caging on that truck.
Yeah, it's protected.
You know what I'm saying?
But they get the thrill of it still.
So you say that's how white people listen to hip hop, Trap?
They get the thrill of it without.
Definitely.
So how do white people watch their movies? How do white people listen? How do
With
everybody
popcorn.
else? So then what makes it different?
I said with popcorn.
It's all just entertainment to them.
Yeah.
It's for us, it's just a representation of our life. I ain't heard nothing that ain't representing me from West Coast hip hop.
All obvious, yeah, but we need to have every representation though.
It is, but you can't get mad that y'all don't want to buy every representation. I'm sorry that y'all won't make Simply Salad big as McDonald's. It's y'all fault.
I keep telling you why they do that though, bro. When you bring it towards that example, I'm telling you, because it's the same thing they do. It's the same thing. That's why you don't see Simply Salad or Evergreen Salad being pushed on networks and all that shit like that. They don't want to push
because don't nobody want to buy no fucking salad. You gotta admit it. You gotta stop acting like they gonna buy.
But it's more healthier for you though, bro.
You think people want to live?
You buy salads?
Because I don't need an advertisement to tell me the right thing. Because don't nobody got to convince me. You know what convinces me?
We got it. It got to get pushed out there the same way.
The desire staying alive.
It needs to
never had a commercial for salad in my life, but I buy them.
Right.
It needs to get pushed out there the same way.
No, you push
it. That the double cheeseburger is being pushed right now from McDonald's every 5 minutes.
You
need to put the damn Evergreen salads on there too. You
have no accountability. Stop blaming everybody for your. Here is something that is your decision.
No accountability. You want to talk about accountability? Then the accountability is that what the effect of what the music do right there. People ain't being accountable for that though.
Tell me what. Tell me the effect of what music.
You gotta be accountable for this in the same way.
Well, tell me.
You can't do that.
Tell me one thing music started,
bro. One thing music started.
Sure.
I just said, bro, music is a vibration. It's a vibration.
Mine is the vibration. Tell me one thing it started.
Music is a
Tell
vibration.
me one thing it started.
You just said drums. You just said drums start war, right? You just said drums so the war is.
No, I didn't say that.
You said drums. You said
I said they already marched the war. That's not what I said.
You said drums is showing that the war is starting.
No, I did not say. I said the war started.
Okay. All right. So what you want?
Let me find out you invested in
McDonald's. But we can have this conversation right now.
Was it war first? Was it war first or was it drums first?
In no way am I saying like this, right? All I'm saying, let me get this straight right now. What I'm saying is the balance is off, B. And
you keep saying balance off. Give me a reason, and I want your answer.
I want your answer why the balance is off.
Because you are attracted to it. Because you are your problem.
I'm attracted
you
to
are attracted to
vibrational music too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
Very
not.
much.
Stop saying
hip hop started like that, bro.
Listen.
Hip hop started like that.
Listen.
I listened to Public Enemy. Public Enemy was the shit.
That's not the start of hip hop.
Was the shit. What you mean?
That's not the start of hip hop. That's 12 years in.
I'm talking about once the music started, B, and the words started getting put on the track.
I'm talking about it's 12 years in.
Hip hop started with hip hop didn't start with the music on the track, but with the words on the track though. It started from dancing and other arts and the shit that happened right there.
So
when the music came about with the lyrics like that though, what was being pushed?
I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
Whoa, that was later on.
That was in 85.
You skipping now.
That was in 85.
What generation was that? What generation of hip hop was that? First generation was that, right?
I'm a hoe.
Okay. And was that being pushed to the forefront?
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
I'm a hoe is not a hit record. I'm a hoe.
It wasn't
you
being
know I'm a hoe.
It wasn't being pushed to the forefront. Was it being pushed like Run DMC was being pushed? Was it being pushed like Run DMC was being pushed?
Houdini was more successful than Run DMC.
Was it being pushed? What?
Houdini are you serious? You don't know how big Houdini records are?
All right, bro.
Trap, I think the question is why aren't they being, in your opinion, why aren't they being pushed? Like what? So
because they know
McDonald's is making salad commercials. Why are they not talking about the mixed salad?
Right.
The mixed salad is great.
You tell me why.
I'm just saying because you sounding like a nigga who's going to invest in the mixed salad.
Because how much the mixed salad costs compared to the fucking double cheeseburger?
The double cheeseburger is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So they're gonna
buy the double.
They're gonna sell more of those. They're gonna sell more of those.
So you saying gangster rap is cheaper than? Well, I don't get your point.
I'm not saying cheaper. I'm saying that we talking about health wise.
So let me ask you a question.
Health wise.
But my question to you is, why is everything you're talking about banked on advertisement?
Because that's people's pushing the music, bro.
I'm asking you,
my whole thing is going back to the people who are distributing music. Why are they choosing to distribute the music and advertise more of that music than they advertising of the music of the other music though? That's the question.
What's the other music they're not advertising? The biggest 3 artists in the world probably.
That's a cheat right there because the next 20 is the other music.
For example, like which of them get that type of budget?
Look at it.
Which one of them get that budget?
Trap. Taylor Swift is a gangster rapper to you?
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying. Olivia Rodrigo is a gangster rapper to you? I'm confused.
About a certain genre. You're switching the genre now.
Because the genre is built in a place where fucked up shit is happening.
All right, bro.
So why do you want them to ignore the fuck? Why don't you want to deal with the problem?
No, I'm saying deal with the problem, B. And the problem
it should be more like Arrested Developments and Public Enemies.
Okay,
they got Arrested Development the fuck out of there.
Is Travis Scott a gangster rapper?
What do you mean they got Arrested Development out of there?
That nigga's low vibrational too.
Stop using the term low vibration.
I do. I'm gonna use it. Why not?
Because it keeps. That's the problem with black people.
That's what it does, though.
But it's not low vibe. Listen. Fucking somebody up ain't low
vibration.
vibration.
If you go into the frequencies of the whole music, you can really go into it though.
Listen.
The frequency of that 808 on that is low vibrational.
Listen.
The 808 board is low vibrational.
Listen, historically, every intelligent mind has found reasons to fight. Stop saying low vibrational. You're not smart because you don't fight.
Listen.
Just listen, because it's important. Listen, because
what drill rappers on top of the record charts right now?
Listen, which one ever been on top of the record charts?
It's about it being so many of them. All right, let's go move on.
Matter if how many it is.
I don't even know how they
Why is it not everybody following the most successful people? They following the least successful people.
Listen, bro. Listen.
I think the drill niggas would beg to differ in what you're saying right now, Trap. I think they'd be like, man, we need some more play.
It ain't just the drill niggas. It ain't just the drill niggas. It's the niggas. It's the trap niggas. It's all that shit, bro.
What's wrong with trap? Jay-Z's a trap nigga.
No, it's messages within the music, bro. Music
Get some money, sell some dope.
Music comes with message, B. Know what I'm saying? And if the message you spin out is not an uplifting message and that's all people are hearing.
So I don't want to hear nothing negative about your podcast again.
No, I'm not.
Every message needs to be uplifting.
It's the balance, bro. All I'm saying is the balance.
The balance
it should be a balance of the message.
The balance is great. You're not being accountable for your personal choices.
Hey, how you put the clips, Trap? Where you put the clips at?
What you mean I put the clips at?
I'm saying, like, where you put them?
I'm not saying low vibration. Bro, in no way am I saying there's anything wrong with
it. Is it high or low vibration?
I'm just saying to you right now.
Is the clips high or low vibration?
I'm saying to you right now. All right, so what's the song? What was the first one, Stevie Wonder? What was that right there?
The Mama song.
The Mama song, right? What would you consider that? I'm asking you right now. I'm gonna say
I don't believe in vibrations in art, but that's different.
All right.
So what is that?
Okay. All right. Listen, it could be you.
You said I'm asking you.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now.
High vibration or low vibration?
To a certain person, it could be very high vibration.
So then why are we using that term if it's that subjective?
Because
is it high vibrational to you?
What? Yeah, definitely. So now
you don't understand the problem in that.
No. You don't understand the problem I'm saying though is about the balance though. You think the balance is equal right now?
Yes.
The balance is equal. Why? Because the top three, the big three is all positive rappers, and after that though,
I don't think nobody's a positive rapper. I think if you live this life acting like nothing is wrong, you a bitch. And I think if you live this life acting like everything is wrong, you are fucking weird.
I agree.
But that's my opinion.
Just go down the list because you keep on talking about these
did y'all see
low vibrational rappers who are with it.
I'm trying
to find those.
So it's like I think Trap saying it's like you got a difference between like a lotto.
Why are you talking about Rolling Loud? Why are you always on everything mainstream?
This is a Lauryn Hill.
Because that wasn't mainstream artists. This was
Rolling Loud is a mainstream platform.
It was a certain generation, bro. I can go through Apple Music right now.
Why are you going through Apple Music?
And look at the artists right there, listed right there.
Why are you going through Apple Music?
No, because that's what I'm telling you right now. The ones that's being advertised and pushed in front. Why isn't the balance of artists being pushed in front?
Because you're not pushing the other ones. Apple's job ain't to do it. Your job is to do it.
Come on, man.
That's real. We don't
how y'all blaming everybody for everything? And then y'all find out some way to talk about other poor black people. Tell me what's on the white band list.
They're gonna talk about no poor black people. That's not gonna work, B. It's not gonna work.
Because they're gonna talk about.
I'm not trying to convince you or nothing. I'm telling you.
No, that's not convincing me. Not convincing me. You're not gonna tell me what I'm saying right now. It's off.
It's like every time y'all hear "Spin That" by Young Miami. Oh my God, it's the biggest song.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you pushing that?
Why are we pushing that?
That's not the only song available.
We got Il Camille's, we got Rhapsodies, we got why we pushing Sexy Red and Lil Miami.
Trap. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
You're not saying nothing.
Hey, where you?
That's what I'm saying. Well, say what you said right there.
So they exist. So that means they're being marketed.
Trap. Where you put Kanye at? Trap. Where you put Kanye at?
What?
You gonna think that's high vibration?
Is that okay? That's what I'm saying. But Trap, if you put Kanye at high vibration, there is not a Chicago rap artist that can sell out an arena like Kanye right now.
This nigga building.
Like where are these drill niggas can't sell? What is happening? Why you act like they just so popular and so famous and all these low vibration artists are taking over?
Which playlist do you want me to listen to?
Artistry.
Which playlist you want me to look through on Apple?
Just go to Rap Life.
He act like we just being drowned in
Rap Life.
Shout out Himbaland too. Whatever his name.
Non-tolerant 85. Is that positive or negative?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't listen to this shit. Apple don't program me. Apple don't program me, so I wouldn't know.
We just being drowned in
all this. Is that shit by the baby low vibrational, high vibrational?
You said you don't want to use that term right there. Yeah, keep going. Keep going though.
Motion Party by D-Lo. Him talking about he has motion.
Boss Man D-Lo? What you think that is?
I don't know. He's talking about having motion.
No, it's not about that. I'm talking about the balance though, B. Is this a
balance? I'm saying the balance.
Is this a balance? No, the balance, what it is though. That's what I'm talking about though.
What do you mean?
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, are we being pushed to the all right, question right here, right? Okay. Name
Trap,
me
Trap, you know
no, question. Is there any conscious rappers that exist right now on the that's
Please
in the top
stop.
of
One thing I don't want.
All right. Is there anybody that pushes the positive message out in their music?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hip hop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you tell me because I don't listen to all these niggas. I'm not listening to new nigga every day come out this week.
But
so then you can't really have a discussion because you ain't tuning into what's going on.
I'm not being programmed. You're the one being programmed. So you tell me.
You're not even listening.
Because why am I listening?
Okay, this is my
I'll
thing.
go find what I want.
Hey, this is my thing, Trap.
Is you want to hear?
Everybody not like that though, bro.
So then at that point, if you want to be programmed by people, why are you mad at the programming?
But Trap,
so then why are you telling me?
I think we have a good mixture. I think we have a good mixture of like when you go down the list and see the songs and stuff. It's a good mixture of
same shit. Isaiah Rashad. Is that
I'm just saying it's just a good mixture. It ain't all just.
I don't know.
3 a.m. low shimmy. Is that bad?
I can't say about that really. I can't say about that song right there.
What about From the Bottom? Big X the Plug. Is that bad or good?
I don't know.
Trap. What do you want to hear more of? I feel like you want to hear more what?
Just balance, bro. That's it. Just balance.
I'm saying because it's balanced. Like really when you listen to the list, Trap, it's balanced. You got some popping that coochie. You got some high. I guess in your term, high vibrational
right there. Put I'm saying, but don't look at it like that. Don't look at the playlist. 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 Look at the new releases. Look at new releases then. Do it like that.
But Trap music gets released every day. Like it's gonna be some.
Yeah, I think he's just addressing the money, the people that they putting the money behind versus.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Versus,
that's what I'm saying.
It's like fucking money.
That's what they got to do.
Spend your money.
Yeah, right.
Trap, let me ask you a question. Did they put more money behind some of this low vibrational music, or did you think they all got more money behind it?
Example right now, right? So your man Larry Jackson, right? Larry Jackson gets I don't know how much money he got to start the gamma shit, right? And then he comes and does a whole spiel about, yo, listen, man, I'm putting money back into the black community, this. You know what I'm saying? The first artist that he puts out from his label is Sexy Red.
What's wrong with Sexy Red?
Yeah, let's move on, bro.
He's saying instead of a Sexy Red, why he didn't get a Rhapsody? Why he didn't get a?
Because Rhapsody already exists,
right? But why he didn't get like a rapper on that?
Why? Let me ask y'all a question.
I get what you're saying.
I feel like Trap is saying there should be no space for these artists.
And that's my problem.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. If you put Sexy Red out, you put a Rhapsody out too. Like that. That's what I'm saying.
Rhapsody is already out.
Trap. We've always had
another one. I'm talking about.
Always had space for some bullshit. Like always has space.
But if that's the case,
I hate that sometimes because they almost come across y'all only like y'all bullshit.
Nah, but Peep G.
On 7th Street Crip, you would never say this about G-Rap at that time.
Hey, but
you would never call him low vibration.
You had G-Rap, you had right now.
You got right. They were signed to the same label.
You got
Rhapsody and you got Sexy Red.
But you already got
Trap. What do you want to hear more of? Because I wanted to hear what he was going to say. You know what you want to hear more of?
Yeah.
You want to hear some more of that hippity hop hop.
And he don't listen to it. He full of shit. Don't let this nigga lie to you, bro. He want to say, listen, he want to lie and say the Clips is low vibrational. But he don't want to say, he want to say it's high vibrational because he feel like they speak better English. Even though every one of their songs is talking about doing the wrong fucking shit.
All of
Don't
them.
listen to his lying ass.
Trap turn on the radio and be like, I can't believe
this is a counter argument again to fucking push other poor black people down.
Trap said, why are these niggas dancing?
How dare them have fun?
Like this. Turn this shit off. Where is the hippity hip hop on the trash can beats?
That's what it's about.
Trash can beats.
On the trash can beats.
Let me ask you a question. What's that boy that be making what's the boy that be making the party music in New York? Is that high vibrational or low vibrational?
Oh, you talking about Cash Cobain?
Sure.
Hey.
That's high.
That's high.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't understand the dilemma in your argument. How you feel about the Clips and Kurt Cobain?
He don't talk about fucking, you know what I'm saying, running drills.
He talk about drugs. He talk about bitches not marrying.
It's sexy drill. He talk about doing fucking chicks. That's it.
So that's cool.
I mean, that's what he want to talk about.
You talking about
so then how don't you see the low vibration on that? He ain't talking about marrying women like Marvin Gaye.
Talking about fucking other niggas bitches probably.
That's what he do. Yeah.
Taking bitches down. But that's
so you don't understand the bias and why this is why I don't take your argument serious? Because it's only rooted to everybody else.
Positive though. Yeah.
Everybody else like who? Like outside of New York?
Yes.
Hey, let's just keep
No,
it real.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Even though we got the new
Give me low vibrational in New York.
New Yorker shirts is out now.
That's what Trap really want to say. Trap just want to say New York need to be back. He said, bring New York the fuck back. Stop the bullshit.
Mitch Bynum said nothing Casco Bay does is high vibrational.
Yeah. Trap said, bring back old New York back, please. Trap said, can we dig up the goddamn...
Shout out to Lamont Ragnar. Thank you for the $2. Trap, you right about that Lupe conversation.
I know.
What's funny is a lot of people that feel like he actually crossed over and went pop. That's a whole nother conversation. We can talk about that too. And that's my man.
Talking about Lupe?
Yeah. We started making Superstar and all that, but we had that conversation on another day when it's
that was a great album.
I know it's cute. That's high vibrational for sure.
Definitely.
I know. Pop music is high vibrational.
You was on that album. You was on that album, right? You're
right. And I was on a high vibrational song talking about knocking shit down. Got you. What I'm saying, Lamont Ragnar, thank you for the $10. G, you right about why attack the sneeze instead of the cold. That causes to go back to the lack of accountability. But these 2010 niggas, I've heard them say, turn that woke shit off. Trap got a point. That's not a point. A lot of the woke shit trash. It ain't put together well.
Just keep it real.
You got to make great records. Marvin Gaye made a ton of shit. I don't give a fuck if you hated or loved it. You love Marvin Gaye shit. Shout out to Lil Bitty. Thank you for the $5. It's multifaceted. Many of these young people are simply reacting to situations and environments more than music. Facts. Lamont Ragnar, thank you for the $2. G Voice, because they going to war, bro. Nigga like the war drums, like we need to find a war.
You hear them drums?
They hear some drill music. They be like, we need some enemies. We gotta go make some enemies up. Nigga. Shout out to Baseline. Thank you for the $2. I'll commit crimes if Mozart comes on. Crime music.
Crazy.
That's funny. That's hella funny. Man. Shout out to Molly Crew. Thank you for the $2. We forget America started as a penal colony. That's a good point. Shout out to Miss Leisha. Thank you for the $10. G, listen to hip hop over the years actually did the opposite. It kept me from crashing the fuck out. I love this hip hop shit. Tell Trap, man. He want to blame me. Ever since everybody else got the ball, now you want to take the ball and go home. Shout out to Unc. Thank you for the $5. Wrong jersey at a Raiders game. Music and no music, it's on. Facts. Shout out to Miss Hummus. Thank you for the $20. G Coach Sega the chat. Y'all made me realize that our people are parroting the BS the white say. Exactly. Telling us our music is toxic, causes violence. The subtle brainwashing is crazy. Thank you all for the enlightenment. We just
straight up.
Why is it just us? That's all I'm caring.
Straight up.
Shout out to J. Cool like that. Thank you for the $5. Fun fact, they never credit rap artists for the good they spit on wax. No, they don't. Shout out to Latrice. Thank you for the $5. I was a Public Enemy fan as a kid, and music led me to become a student activist. Later, Hank Shockley told me that was the intention of the music.
That's a fact.
I don't know NWA didn't make me become a Crip. That shit was outside my front door.
Begging on wax there. That's why.
No, why would a song make me want to be a Crip? I'm from a Crip neighborhood.
You didn't have to listen.
You think I heard a song? It was outside. As soon as I walked outside, all my friends is Crips.
Nigga, they asked me.
The reason you got banging on wax is because we exist.
That part.
Shout out to Mike L. Thank you for the members of 2-month membership. The music was never an issue, but them starter coats, them starter coats was some shit.
Starter jackets.
That was
the pullover joint.
The pullovers was
shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $2. Blame Reagan. Y'all heard him.
Right now.
Ragnar, thank you for the $5. Trap, you was doing great until you made that slick comment on Taylor. Chill out, laughing out loud. Also, G, do you think God is gonna drop this week? It feel like it. Starting to heat up. I'm interested.
If he say something, that's what it's gonna drop.
If he don't say nothing,
hopefully he don't drop no low bar shit.
G, is there any way you can interview Ice Cube? I want that to happen. I'm gonna work on it. That's something I actually do want to happen. I want to sit down with Ice Cube.
Trap said, if I could bob my shoulders to this shit, I don't want to.
Shout out to Lil Bitty. Thank you for the $5. Hateful whites obsess over everything about us. It reminds me of Get Out. They want to be entertained and to subjugate. Our pain is their pleasure. Facts.
That's facts.
I don't know why humans got a thing with just outlaws. I don't know what it is, man. I'm telling you, it's just that rebellious spirit.
Yeah, it's just freedom.
You love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kai.
Dinosaurs too.
Huh?
Yeah. So you got a thing with dinosaurs too. Yeah.
Trap, what the hell?
Dinosaurs are now lost.
Trap, you tripping.
No, man. Shout out to Kai. Thank you for the $2. Thank the Lady Moms for putting up with our shit. That point right there. Shout out to Unc. Thank you for the $2. So Trap, is it the lyrics or the instruments?
Oh,
yo.
He said it's
the 808.
Hey, Trap, what you think about Lil Freaky?
Oh, Freaky, I never heard of Lil Freaky.
No, you know his name. What's his name? That nigga that used to be he sing gospel. Lil Freaky nigga that be twerking all the time.
Shout out to D. Smith. Thank you for the $2. Sexy drill is wild, shaking my head. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right here in New York.
Kurt Franklin. Oh,
I'm crying.
Noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. if you on the East Coast.
They try to kick him out of gospel because he jamming.
Oh, man. Hey, like, how dare you jam?
LT is your with me.
That's trap right there. LT is your with me. You gotta wait. That shit is Satan.
LT is your with me.
I really feel like the 808 is Satan.
I really hate the 808. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way they use it.
Trap said, I hate the 808. Nope. He said that shit banging. That shit bumping.
That's a whole other conversation.
3 p.m., man. I'm glad y'all fed y'all stomachs. Hopefully, we fed y'all mind with that good food.
Freaky Franklin is crazy.
Hit the like button on YouTube before you step out. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Feel me? New podcast just dropped. Conversations with a Toronto rapper. Check it out. Videos is logging up. I'm sorry. This has been bad. It's been going through it really bad. Y'all got me through today, though. Y'all got me through half of the day. So I love y'all for that. Again, we back Friday on deck. Feel me? Make sure y'all check out the podcast. Meals by Manny is our sponsor. Go get your Soul Bowl. MANNIE.com. We will see y'all as Friday. Love.
Yeah. Hey, Wolfpack_Prime on Instagram. Follow your boy. He said on deck, guys. On deck.
On deck.
Shirts going up on Friday too. Go get you one.
Hey, Trap. I need one, Trap.
I got you. I got you.
I don't need one. Shout out to Lamont Radley. Thank you for
what am I talking about?
Trap, this is not about you at all in general, but low vibration will always sound like I don't want to deal with accountability to me. I keep telling you.
Hold up, Trap. That shirt about weed.
I say foundational New Yorker.
Oh, foundational.
You can wear that. You can wear that. What you mean?
No, we can't.
Yes, he can. You wear Yankee. Well, I can't wear the Yankee hat, but you know.
You can wear Yankees.
Can't wear the Yankee.
All right.
I mean, because I'm in California. That's a California.